All right, we should have sound now. I do apologise for that. Mic decided to disappear. Anyway, we are here. It is, of course, Champions League quarter-final, first leg action, Arsenal versus Chelsea from the Emirates. And, of course, we have got some interesting team news for you. So this is how the teams line up. So for Arsenal in goal, it is Anik Balba. The back four, Emily Fox, Lotta Ruben-Moy, Leia Cadena and Katie McCabe. In midfield, it is Captain, Kim Little, Mariona Caldente, and we think Alessia Russo is going to be in that number 10 position. And then the front three is Chloe Kelly, Beth Mead, either side of Stina Black-Stenier. So on the bench then for Arsenal, two goalkeepers, Barbara Botikova and Daphne Van Domselaar. We've got Taylor Hines, Smilla Holmberg, Sophie Harwood, Victoria Palova, Frida Marnham and Olivia Smith. For Chelsea then in goal, it is, of course, Hannah Hampton. They've got a back three, Naomi Gurma, Kadisha Buchanan and Veal Berman. In midfield, they've got five across there, Sandy Baltimore, Soja Newskin, Kira Walsh, Erin Cuthbert and Lucy Bronze. And their two up front is Alessa Thompson and Lauren James. So they are a big game tonight. What do we make of the Arsenal lineup then? I mean, obviously there's a few players out, as we know, Leah Williamson being probably the main one there. I'm a little bit disappointed. Chelsea have filled their bench with some youngsters. They probably won't come on, most of them, but at least they've got a full bench. We haven't. We could have maybe stuck a few youngsters on the bench, couldn't we? For experience, if nothing else. I'm a bit disappointed that maybe we didn't do that. But anyway, it's a good Arsenal side. Of course it is. Chelsea have got their own issues recently, as we know. And this is a good opportunity for us, isn't it, to get the win tonight that we need. I do think we need to win. I know we did, if you take the two league games, we drew at home and then won away. But I don't know, I feel that to get through this quarter-final, I do think we need to take a lead to Stamford Bridge next week and see how we go. I know, of course, last year it was the second legs where we excelled, didn't we, after losing the first legs. You know, we saw what happened against Lyon. We lost at home in the first leg and still got through. Don't really want to take that risk against Chelsea, if we're totally honest. Although they've got their problems, they're not in great form at the minute. Of course, they drew 1-1 at the weekend with London City Lionesses. Drop more points. They might even struggle to reach the top three this season. That could be a real issue for them, qualifying for the Champions League. So the only way they might be able to do it is to win it. And the only way we can make sure that they don't is, of course, to knock them out here in this quarter-final. So it's going to be an interesting game, isn't it? It's going to be a really exciting game, I'm sure. And it is going to be good. Ryan says, I think Smith has a knock. That's why she isn't starting. Well, I mean, if she's got a knock, is she able to play any part? Who knows? Andy's well said, it's good to see Ryan as well. Yeah, he wasn't muted. The mic wasn't plugged in. I do apologise, but it is now. So I hope you can hear me. It seems as though Olivia Smith on the bench, but, you know, I think Beth and Chloe have both done well. Chloe, of course, scored 2 goals at the weekend. Beth has been in good form. She scored as well. And obviously Stina. So I don't know. I can see why, even if she's fit 100%, I can still see why she hasn't started this game. But it's a good option to have on the bench because we don't really have too many other options, do we? Attacking wise, Frida Marnham, and that's it, really, isn't it? I mean, Vicky Palova can play a little bit further forward, but when you're looking at goal scoring, that's not Vicky Palova's game, is it? So, Chelsea got their own issues. I said they got a load of kids on the bench as well. So, it's going to be an interesting game, this, isn't it? It's going to be really, really tense, I'm sure. But I think the first goal could be really important tonight. I think if we can get ourselves in front, then I think we can go on as we did at Stamford Bridge in the league earlier this season and win the game. I think if we go behind, as so often seems to happen at the Emirates against Chelsea, we seem to go behind quite a lot. Then I think we might really struggle to come back and get the win that we need, or certainly the result that we need. I mean, a draw wouldn't be a disaster, let's be honest. But come on, this game's here to win for us tonight, isn't it? It's here to be won. The form that Chelsea are in, this is a great opportunity for us, isn't it? They're in a little bit of transition, aren't they? I think, a lot of players are rumoured to be leaving. And I think that they're going to maybe have a year or so of rebuilding, I think. And, this is an opportunity for us to not only to beat them tonight and knock them out of the Champions League, but also when you look at the league table as well, we could be one of the teams to sneak above them and deny them getting in that top three. And if they haven't got Champions League next season where they're rebuilding, I think that could be really, really a big blow for them, actually. I really do. So it's there for us, isn't it, tonight? Let's take advantage of it. Let's take advantage of maybe a little bit of uncertainty in the Chelsea camp. Not something that we've been used to in recent years, is it? So we need to make the most of it, quite honestly, don't we? That's what it's all about tonight. Getting an advantage to take next week and hopefully go on from there and push on and get through to another semi-final of the Champions League, which would be quite incredible, really, wouldn't it, when you think about it? After last season's fantastic run that we had, of course, lifting this trophy, we're not going to give it up without a fight, are we? That's for sure. But it's going to be a fight tonight as well. We know Chelsea are very physical. They're going to offer that challenge, aren't they? And of course, with Lesia Thompson, Lauren James up front, they're going to cause us problems, aren't they? We've got Leia Cadena, who isn't blessed with pace. Lotta Ruben-Moy isn't blessed with pace. That could be a problem up against Thompson and Lauren James. So we'll see how we deal with that particular threat. But again, going forward, I think we've got such a goal threat in us, haven't we? We've basically got a front four in a sense, haven't we? With Leslie Russo and Chloe Kelly and Beth Mead, and then obviously Stina, who does rise to the occasion when it's a big game quite often. She's our top scorer in the WSL this season. I don't know what's happening there. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, it's Stina Blackstenius is our top scorer in the WSL. She pops up with big goals in big games. So, and she's obviously done it against Chelsea several times before, hasn't she? So I've got full faith that Stina will have a big impact tonight. I won't be surprised if she does get a goal. And maybe it's the goal that gives us the advantage going into that second leg. It's interesting, Chelsea's formation. They went with three at the back, didn't they, last time we played them, and it didn't really work. And she swapped it round, didn't she, Sonia? But she's gone with it again to start tonight. The crowd isn't amazing, is it? There's empty spaces behind both goals. But I suppose it's a Wednesday night. It's never going to get the big crowds that we get on a weekend, but it's still obviously a big crowd. Of course it is. And I'm sure it's going to be a really good game. Now, we are just about to get underway. It's going to be Chelsea all in blue with white socks, kicking to the goal to our left, which is the North Bank at the Emirates. They'll be getting us off and underway. Arsenal, of course, in red and white, as you would expect at home in the Champions League, the champions of Europe, the champions of the world, in fact. And we are off and underway. Chelsea get the ball back straight away over on that far side. And Arsenal just allowing Chelsea to have a little bit of possession inside their own half. Lucy Bronze plays it back to Kadisha Buchanan, tries to knock it up the line. Not a good ball, and Arsenal win possession. And it's good play actually over on that far side from Chloe Kelly. Does really well. She had a really good game at the weekend, didn't she, Chloe Kelly, against West Ham? She's got the ball again. She's playing on the left-hand side, Chloe Kelly now. Katie McCabe trying to get forward, but Lucy Bronze does well and plays it up that far side. Oh, it's kept in actually. It looked like it was going to go out for a throw, but it's actually kept in, and now Erin Cuthbert can clear it away. Again, Arsenal trying to win the ball high up the pitch, and we've now won the throw midway inside the Chelsea half on the Arsenal left. And Arsenal just going to be pressing high up the pitch, you feel, try and force mistakes from Chelsea early on in this game. We generally don't start very well, do we, against Chelsea, especially when we're playing at the Emirates in recent years, it seems. It's important that we start well, and we've won a corner very early on in this game. It was Stina Blackstenius did really well there to win that corner. It's going to be Beth Mead over on that far side. Arsenal's left, going to swing it with her left foot, or her right foot, in swinger. In fact, she plays it short. Not quite sure what that was all about. She's got a better angle now. Beth Mead on the edge of the box, whips it in towards the near post, headed away by Cuthbert. It was. Comes out only as far as Lotta Woober-Moy, and now it's with the cross comes in from Chloe Kelly, but it's too close to Hannah Hampton. And the Chelsea goalkeeper on the edge of her 6-yard line can get that ball. And in fact, Chloe Kelly's come across to the right-hand side now. Started over on that left. It wasn't a bad cross, but it was just too close to the keeper. Just needed a bit more whip on it. There was Lotta Woober-Moy was in there. Leslie Russo was in there. Stina was in there as well. It just needed a better delivery, didn't it? And could have caused Chelsea a few more problems there. Anyway, it's a throw to Chelsea over on that far side. Lucy Bronze is going to take it on the right for Chelsea. I'm sure Chelsea will be quite happy with a draw tonight, let's be honest, with the form they've been in recently. They've not been firing at all, have they? It's been a poor season for Chelsea, although they have, of course, won the Subway Cup. They are still in the FA Cup. And, of course, currently they are also in the Champions League, along with us, of course. But one of these two London teams are going to be going out in this quarter-final. Hopefully it won't be us. Arsenal won another throw. Chelsea looking a little bit disjointed with their pass. It was Berman there, couldn't kick that ball in. And it is going to be a throw to Arsenal on this near side this time, which Emily Fox is going to take, preferred to Smilla Holmberg tonight, as she usually is. But Smilla's done really well, hasn't she? Appearances this season since she joined us. Most recent signing, of course. Brilliant player she is proving to be. And it's Emily Fox with the ball, plays it up the line. Was it kept in by Chloe Kelly just, but she couldn't get the ball under control. And now Chelsea trying to come forward really for the first time. Lauren James does well in a tight area. Brings the ball in field inside the centre circle. Needs a bit of help. Plays it out wide to that right-hand side, Lucy Bronze. And Chelsea just trying to settle down, really. Ball's now back with Hannah Hampton. She's a long way outside her penalty area. And she plays the ball short there to Naomi Germer, the American. And now Hannah Hampton goes long. But it's headed well there by Katie McCabe. And Arsenal now trying to pick it up in midfield with Mariona. Now it falls to Leslie Russo. Flicks it over the top up this near side. Looking for Chloe Kelly, but she's never going to get that. And it's gone out for a throw to Chelsea. A little bit of a scrappy start, actually. Neither team has really managed to get settled yet, put their foot on the ball and create anything really at all. Most of the game's been in the Chelsea half, but Arsenal haven't really got hold of it yet. Mariona there hooks it forward, but again, not with any direction on it, and it's played forward up this near side, and good defending there from Lotta Woober-Moy. Plays it back to goalkeeper Borba, who's done really well, hasn't she, since she's come into the team. Kept her place even despite Daphne now being fit, of course, on the bench tonight. And you don't change a goalkeeper who's playing well, do you? We've now got two very, very good goalkeepers. Anyway, Mariona Caldente pings this ball up this near side. Chloe Kelly, good take there and cuts in field. Chloe Kelly plays it out to Leslie Russo on the edge of the penalty area. Now she gets it out wide to that far side. Beth Mead this time inside the penalty area. Beth Mead, she tried to go past Lucy Bronze, but Bronze took the ball off her and now can stream forward for Chelsea. Mariona does well to close her down. Oh, there's some space over on the far side. A mistake from Arsenal. And suddenly this could open up here for Chelsea. Thompson, she's on her own. Crosses there. Oh, it's hit the inside of the post. Oh, incredible there. Let off for Arsenal. We were just ripped open over on that far side. The cross, it looked like more of a cross than a shot, but it's come back off the inside of the post. And Borba was scrambling there, and now Chelsea in possession again. Lauren Cuthbert pings it up this near side. This is Sandy Baltimore. She drives it across the 6-yard box. It goes behind for a goal kick. Wow, that was almost a moment there for Leslie Thompson. It was a mistake there from Katie McCabe. I think it was completely misjudged that ball. Didn't look like there was much danger, though, from that position. And it's actually got a deflection. It was a deflection that took it towards the goal. It was Leia Cadena with the deflection there. And that actually took it closer to the goal than it may have done. And in the end, it came back off the post. Borba was scrambling across the goal there. She wouldn't have got there. In fact, she was sure it was going wide, and it curled back in and hit the post and came back out. A lucky escape that was for Arsenal early on in this game. Of course, Thompson did give Chelsea the lead at the Emirates earlier in this season in the league game, wasn't it? That finished in a 1-1 draw in the end. Although Arsenal did have the ball in the net 3 times, if you remember, on that particular occasion. 2 goals rather harshly disallowed. And the one that did count maybe shouldn't have. It was one of them strange games, really, wasn't it? But we should have won quite clearly. And we did, of course, win the return match at Stamford Bridge. Those 2 results in the league would do us, wouldn't they, in these 2 Champions League games? But I would much rather we won this home leg, to be honest. Give us something to defend next week. A 2-legged game, 2-legged tie is totally different, isn't it, to a one-off league game, I suppose. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward now on that far side. Chloe Kelly now pops up again over on that right-hand side. Stina Blackstenius tries to find Mariona Caldente, but the ball now might break here. Again, it's going to be it's Lauren James inside the area. Lauren James again, it's hit the inside of the post, and Chelsea have twice struck the woodwork in the first 7.5 minutes here at the Emirates. Arsenal leading a charmed life at this moment in time. That was Lauren James there. That was brilliant stuff from Lauren James, to be honest. Arsenal didn't defend it particularly well, but didn't she do well, Lauren James there? Got her shot away. And it beat Borba again and came back off the inside of that same post. Wow. Arsenal just living a bit of a charmed life in the early stages here. Chelsea looking dangerous already. Wow. John Zavaseri says, evening, Rich and Goon is up the gunners. Indeed, let's try and get this game under control now, because Chelsea could easily be 2-0 up already. Wow, that would be something incredible, wouldn't it? We got away with it again. That post has certainly saved us this evening so far. Anyway, this ball's pinged up this near side. Emily Fox can bring it forward. Can Arsenal get going here in this game? It's played inside the penalty. Beth Mead does really well. Finds Emily Fox again. Can she get the shot in? She does, and it's blocked. And Chelsea can now get it away again. And it's actually quite open, this game now, isn't it? A little bit more open maybe than we anticipated it would be. It's been played, Chelsea obviously playing on the counter-attack a little bit. And they're coming forward again over on that far side. Arsenal getting stretched on occasions, but we've seen them have good shape now, and the ball is end up played back to Kadisha Buchanan. It is still 0-0. 9 minutes played here at the Emirates in this big Champions League quarter-final first leg. Such an important game, this. Can we put our first leg blues behind us from last season when we really struggled, didn't we, in the first leg of all the knockout games? I mean, obviously we have negotiated one knockout game already, of course, beating 11. We won both home and away legs there, but this is where it really counts, these quarterfinals and semi-finals. And Arsenal now under a bit of pressure again, but we do force Chelsea backwards. Again, it's with Kadisha Buchanan finds Erin Cuthbert over on that far side, the Chelsea captain. John says, I hope this isn't going to be like the men's game on Sunday. We can definitely win this one. Yeah, absolutely. I think we can definitely win this one. I agree. Yeah, the men's game on Sunday was awful, wasn't it? Once again, the team just cramping up when the pressure's on. We've done it too many times, haven't we, the last few years? And we did it again. Worrying with what's at stake for the rest of the season. Anyway, we'll worry about the men's team a bit later on. We're going to worry about the women's team for now. And Chelsea coming forward again, give us something to worry about. It's Leslie Thompson again inside the penalty. Can she get the shot away? She does. Hits Lotta Wilbermoy. The rebound comes back. And then that was more hoofed up in the air. And Kim Little scoopers it away for a corner, actually. Not quite sure what was going on there. A little bit of panic in the Arsenal defence, it seems. This is an Arsenal defence that's kept a lot of clean sheets lately in the WSL in particular. In fact, in all competitions. Lotta Ruben made 2 blocks there, and the second clearance was just hoofed up in the air. They're just showing the Lauren James effort again. Crossed the goalkeeper, and that is lucky for Arsenal again, actually. Just curled away at the last minute, hit the inside of the post, and we have lived a bit of a charmed life in these early stages. We haven't really settled yet. Oh, actually, that was fine. It was already a free kick. It must have been an offside or something there was given, and it is a free kick, which Anik Balber takes in towards the centre circle. And Chelsea win the second ball again. And it is going to come all the way back. Is it to Balber? No, Lotta Ruben decides to take control of it herself, finds Kim Little. Arsenal haven't really managed to string 2 or 3 good passes together yet. We're just giving the ball away again. That was Mariona, finds Lauren James there. Bad mistake by the Spaniard. It chips over the top. This is good play again from Chelsea, but that ball's just going to run out of play. And Arsenal looking a bit nervy here. Sandy Baltimore, that was there. Couldn't get onto the end of that ball from Lauren James. Slightly overhit it was, actually, which was probably just as well for Arsenal, because Sandy Baltimore could have been in there, and Chelsea had 3 bodies in the box as well. And Arsenal not looking particularly happy at the moment. Chelsea have been the better side so far these opening 12 minutes. They've hit the woodwork twice already. But is that a sign for us that, Chelsea didn't take either of those chances, and maybe that might prove to be crucial, and maybe it'll prove to be our night in the end after all. But again, Arsenal under pressure in midfield and Chelsea winning the ball. And that seems to be where the battle's won at the minute. They've got an extra body in there, really, haven't they, Chelsea? And it seems to be working, because Arsenal just cannot get on that ball in the middle of the pitch at all. And Chelsea looking much sharper at the moment, looking much more in control. But it is still early days, of course. And I'm sure Arsenal are going to grow into this game as it goes on. And hopefully we can start to create a few chances. But again, over on that far side, Thompson's away inside the box. She's got clear, pulls it back. Oh, that's great defensive work there. That was really, really good there from Kim Little inside the penalty area. That could have been a big chance there for Chelsea. It was Nuskin, actually. And it was good defending from Kim Little, and it had to be as well. But again, Thompson over on that far side is causing us a lot of problems against Katie McCabe. And really was another key moment there in this game. And Kim Little did so well to get back and make the block. And Chelsea are looking pretty good here. Katie McCabe's getting absolutely ripped to pieces by Alicia Thompson. And in the end, that was a great tackle by Kim. And it had to be as well, or Nuskin would have had a clear opportunity of a shot at goal. And again, Arsenal giving the ball away. Very, very sloppy start this from Arsenal. It really is. We need to up our game here, or we could find ourselves behind. We're quite fortunate not to be behind. We're giving the ball away again. That was Mariona closed down, and Arsenal get away with that one. Lotta Ruben now on this near side, and Arsenal very, very nervy. And Chelsea's aggressive press is causing us a few problems here. And this game certainly hasn't started in the way that we maybe anticipated it might do. Arsenal come into this game in better form. Chelsea have got 1 or 2 problems. We've got a lot of players missing. I mean, we've got some players missing as well. 3 Australians for a start off. But I don't know, you just get the feeling that we come into this game as maybe slight favourites, which is unusual when we're playing Chelsea. It's not often that we are favourites, but it certainly hasn't started that way, has it? Chelsea are a much better team here. They're much more aggressive, and they are on top. But it is still 0-0. And I say there's plenty of time left yet. We don't need to panic or worry yet, do we? But we certainly are going to have to start playing a bit better. Just defensively, we just don't look very solid at all, do we? Especially over on that far side. Arsenal now have managed to win the ball in midfield. Now we can maybe get an attack going here. Leslie Russo is running at the Chelsea defence. There's a bit of space here for Beth Mead, and it's there, so pulls it back. Oh, it was a good ball as well, looking for Stina, but Berman, it was there, cut it out for Chelsea. It's going to be a corner though to Arsenal. That was better. 2 or 3 forward passes, and suddenly we're inside the Chelsea penalty here. Beth Mead, who's got a great record against Chelsea, of course. This time she tried to find Stina Blackstenius on the edge of the 6-yard box. That's good defending, actually, though, by Borman. Is going to be a corner to Arsenal on this near side. That was much, much better. And that's what we can do. When we get our passing moves together, that is what we can do. That's what we can create. And we need to do a bit more of that in this game, don't we? It is a corner, I say, on this near side. Katie McCabe's gone across with her left foot in swinger. It's going to be the last corner we had. We played short, and this could be played short again because Mariona is short. In fact, it does go short to Mariona. I don't know why we've done that. Anyway, Katie McCabe now has got a chance to cross. It's a good cross towards the far post. Oh, it's just overhit slightly. And there was Lotta and Leia Cadena were both in there, but neither of them could get on the end of that cross from Katie McCabe, and it's gone behind for a goal kick to Chelsea. 16 minutes on the clock here at the Emirates. It's Arsenal 0, Chelsea 0. Champions League quarter-final, first leg. And Chelsea have just been on top, haven't they? You have to say they have definitely been on top in the early stages of this game here. They've hit the woodwork twice already. Arsenal could easily be behind, but luckily we're not, and hopefully maybe that's a sign that it could be our night after all. Anyway, like Cadena does well there. It's a throw to Chelsea just inside the Arsenal half over on that far side. Lucy Bronze with it. Arsenal do well. Leia Cadena again anticipates it. She's had a couple of good games, Leia Cadena, hasn't she? Coming into the side, of course, due to some injuries at the back. And she's done well. We know she's not blessed with pace particularly, but sometimes as a defender, you can get away with a lack of pace if you read the game well and you put yourself in the right positions to be able to defend your box. And she tends to do it. Anyway, Arsenal now coming forward again. Beth Mead again on this near side, cuts in field. It's a lovely ball through, actually looking for the run there of Stina. She's in. Is this going to be a chance? Oh, good save. In fact, I think it was given as a foul in the end anyway. And Hannah Hampton was out smartly there to make the save. The referee actually gave a free kick against Stina inside the penalty area, but that was a good link-up play there between Leslie Russo, Beth Mead, and in the end, Stina there. And you know what? I don't even think that's a foul. I really don't think that's a foul. She's just tried to go with her wrong foot there, Buchanan, and fell over. And if that had gone in and got disallowed, that would have been very, very harsh, wouldn't it? Because I thought that that wasn't really a foul by Stina. She barely touched her. And Buchanan had attempted to try and clear the ball away with the wrong... She needed to go with a foot that she was standing on. Instead, she tried to move her body around so she could maybe clear it away with her other foot. And in the end, she got herself in a bit of a mess. And that isn't a foul. And actually, it's a good save by Hannah Hampton, but clearly the goal would have been disallowed. And Stina, of course, had a big goal disallowed against Chelsea in the league game, didn't she? Jacob said there, how's that a foul? Well, it's not a foul, is it, quite honestly? I mean, Stina never really touched her, did she, at all? She's just got her body shape all wrong, Kadisha Buchanan, got her feet in a mess and fell over. And as it turned out, luckily, really, it didn't go in, because if that goal had gone in and got disallowed for that foul, I don't know if VAR are being used, actually. I'm not sure if they are. But anyway, I've always thought Kadisha Buchanan is an accident waiting to happen in defence for Chelsea. She does make some silly mistakes. Yes, she's a good player, but she also does make some very, very silly mistakes. And that was clearly a mistake there from her. And unfortunately, Arsenal wasn't able to take advantage of it, but it probably wouldn't have counted anyway. Well, I'm sure if VAR is involved tonight, had we scored then, I'm fairly certain they would have given that goal. VAR would have overruled that as a foul, because it clearly wasn't. Still never touched her. Well, she briefly brushed against her arm, but I mean, it was hardly enough to knock her over. She lost balance herself. Anyway, it is a free kick to Chelsea, which Hannah Hampton's going to take just inside the penalty area. Ryan says, because it's against Chelsea. Well, obviously, yeah, that's the only reason it's a foul, because it wasn't a foul. But anyway, in the end, it's irrelevant because Arsenal didn't score. And yeah, but obviously these decisions aren't good, are they? They're not a good look for the referees when they're giving fouls like that. Anyway, luckily it didn't prove costly for us because Hannah Hampton made the save. But that just goes to show, doesn't it? Get Stina inside the penalty area, she will have some chances. And inevitably she'll take one or two, because that's what she does. So amazingly, she scored 10 goals this season already, when you think how often she's on the bench, how little minutes she's on the pitch, really, in relation to Leslie Russo, for example. And of course, Leslie Russo Oh, that was a foul there. The referee gave a foul that time. It was Sandy Baltimore on Beth Mead. I thought the referee wasn't going to give that actually for a minute there. But anyway, that was much more of a foul than, I mean, she pushed her in the back. That was much more of a foul than the one that was just given for Chelsea. Anyway, we've taken that quickly. Emily Fox now plays it into Mariona Caldente. Surely that's a foul as well. And that's a foul. How many more fouls do you want to give away, referee? Come on. Anyway, I think the referees actually gave the free kick for the first one by Lauren James on Mariona. And then it was Baltimore again in the back of Beth Mead. That's twice in a few seconds there. And surely a yellow card can't be long away for Sandy Baltimore, you feel. Anyway, it is a free kick to Arsenal in a pretty good position here. That was good play for Mariona. She knew the tackle, the challenge was coming. So she put her body in the way to win the free kick. And Lauren James fell into that trap. And it's a free kick to Arsenal about, 8-9 yards outside the Chelsea penalty. Just slightly over on this right-hand side. Katie McCabe looks like she might be ready to hit this with that left foot of hers. We know how dangerous that left foot can be. Beth Mead's over it as well. I mean, there's not really much of a wall. Chelsea have just got two players in the wall. And there's a big, massive gap. And Katie McCabe can hit them from there. She can certainly hit that into that gap. Anyway, let's see if she's going to try a shot. I mean, it's quite a long way out. Hannah Hampton's obviously covering that side of the goal. But she can certainly curl it around that two-player wall and get it into the other side, surely. This could be a big opportunity for Arsenal. We're coming up to the midway point in this first half. And it is going to be this free kick for Arsenal, which is about to be taken now. Is it going to be Katie McCabe or will it be Beth Mead? Looks like Katie McCabe's got her arm up. Katie McCabe chips here, just 6-yard box. It's a good ball. Here it comes in. And it's a goal. And Arsenal lead. And it's Stina Blackstenius. As I said, she gets goals in big games, and she's got a goal in another big game. She's given Arsenal the lead with a header, and that is why you play her. And it's advantage Arsenal in this Champions League quarter-final, midway through the first half. We said that was a dangerous position, didn't we? We said it was going to be a dangerous position, and it is Stina Blackstenius' header into the far corner. It's a lovely ball, actually, from Katie McCabe, and Stina got in front of her marker and headed it in. And that is a really good header, that from Stina, headed it down into the corner. That's brilliant, brilliant stuff. And Arsenal got the lead. You have to say it's maybe slightly against the run of play in the game so far. And once again, a big game against Chelsea, a big game in the Champions League. And Stina gets herself on the end of it, gets herself on the score sheet, and Arsenal are leading. And John says, gets in indeed. What a good goal that was. Great free kick and a brilliant header from Stina Blackstenius. And what a season she's having. What a run she's on at the minute, actually, as well. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Ryan says she has scored this time. Well, she scored the other day. I'm not having that goal taken off her. I'm sorry. She definitely touched it against West Ham. She's definitely got a touch on it. You can see the ball change direction slightly. Anyway, this one's definitely her goal. And it is 1-0 to the Arsenal. Actually, we didn't play that, did we? Should we play 1-0 to the Arsenal? We didn't play that one, did we? That's it. That's better, isn't it? 1-0 to the Arsenal. Of course it is. And I say it maybe slightly against the run of play up till now, because I think Chelsea have been the better side. They've hit the woodwork twice. But it's all about taking your chances, isn't it? And, you know, we said that maybe the fact that they hit the post twice there, maybe was that a side that was going to be our night after all. And it certainly seems that way so far, doesn't it? That's our first effort on target and our first goal. John says they're slightly unusual for Stina to get a header. Not seen her get one for ages. She doesn't get many headers. No, you're right. I mean, I seem to remember her getting one. Was it earlier this season? She does get a few headers, but not many. You're right, actually. Maybe it's something she's been working on in training, maybe. Who knows? But that was a really good header, wasn't it? I mean, it's a perfect free kick. All you have to do, that's the sort of free kick where you just need someone attacking it and getting anything on it and just directing it towards the goal. And that's exactly what Stina did. But no, you're right. She doesn't maybe score enough headers, actually. Lee says, Stina, Blackstenius. Indeed. And once again, so a big game. She's the one, isn't she, to get the goals in the big games. She does it so many times. Anyway, Chelsea coming forward now. Cross comes in from that far side. Well, it was a strange header, actually, there from Lotta Woburn-Moy. Good defending there, though, at the back from Beth Mead. And now maybe Arsenal can come forward on the counter-attack with Emily Fox. Didn't really have anywhere to go. Tried to play it forward instead, but a bit of an aimless ball it was. But Arsenal should pick it up in midfield with Kim Little trying to get the ball into Russo, who's done really well there. But she was crowded out. And Chelsea have managed to win the ball back. Wow. What an incredible first half this has been. It's been Chelsea maybe on top. But it's all about taking your chances, isn't it? And I've said this for a long time, you know. A lot of teams want to play a possession game, don't they? And I'm not that Chelsea really are playing a possession game, but they've certainly been the better team. But if you don't take your chances when you're on top, you can pay for it. And Chelsea have paid for it there. But obviously this game and this tie is far from over. We've got a long way to go, haven't we? Yeah, but I said at the start, I felt the first goal was going to be really important in this game, crucial almost. And I think that's how it could turn out. And, you know, it was vital that we got the first goal as well, because so many times we've end up chasing the game against Chelsea, don't we? And it's really difficult. Whereas, of course, when we did score first at Stamford Bridge earlier in the season, it completely changed that game, didn't it? And we went on and won actually fairly comfortably in the end. Hopefully that'll be a sign. But Chelsea's still in this game, of course, and they're coming forward now. Cross from that far side. It's headed up rather than away at the near post by Leia Cadena, and Arsenal don't defend that particularly well, but we've managed to get the ball away, and I suppose that's the main thing really at the end of the day, isn't it? Roy says, we are Arsenal indeed, we are Arsenal. And there's a header comes in there from Lucy Bronze, it was, trying to get on the end of that cross. It's very dangerous, isn't she, Lucy? She makes them late runs into the box. She's a good header of the ball. He's talking about not scoring enough headers. Lucy Bronze certainly scores a lot of headers, doesn't she? Really dangerous. Got an important one for England, of course, in the Euros in the summer, didn't she? And she got on the end of that cross there, but headed it wide. And another chance for Chelsea goes begging. 27.5 minutes played at the Emirates, quarter-final of the Champions League, first leg. So far, so good for Arsenal. Stina Blackstenius' header has given Arsenal the lead. And that could well be a very, very crucial goal, of course. Only one of these London teams has ever won the Champions League. And we are, of course, the current holders. And it's a trophy Chelsea have been desperate to try and win. And we've got the opportunity here to knock them out. In fact, there's a foul there on Leslie Russo by Lauren James. It did, sorry, it was on Steen. It did look like a foul. I wasn't sure if the referee was going to give it at first. Clearly, it was a foul. Lauren James would probably feel she was just a bit stronger there. But she did clearly pull Stina back. And it is a free kick to Arsenal. Roy says there, these Champions League games with Chelsea should both have been moved to the weekend to give more exposure to the game and more opportunity for supporters to attend. Yeah, I mean, that would have made sense, I suppose. I mean, Arsenal going forward again, looking for maybe a second goal. Beth Mead on the edge of the box finds Mariona Caldente inside the penalty to get a shot away. She does get a shot away, but it's blocked. It's going to be another corner to Arsenal. And every time we come forward, you feel as though we could score, which is a good sign. But every time Chelsea come forward, you feel that they could score as well. But no, that's a good point, that, Roy, actually. I kind of agree with you. Maybe playing it on a weekend, I mean, at least maybe fixture congestion, but I suppose we could have played a WSL game in midweek when you don't get the big attendances anyway, or the bigger attendances generally. Yeah, maybe it's something they could look at, but the Champions League's always been a midweek competition, really, hasn't it? And I suppose it'd be a shame to start playing the games on a weekend, maybe. But anyway, it's a corner to Arsenal. Katie McCabe on this near side. This time it does go long. It's not a bad ball, actually. Header comes in and, who was it? Was it Leslie Russo, I think, got on the end of that one, but it's just gone wide of that far post, and it's going to be a goal kick to Chelsea. I think there was a foul in there. In fact, I think it came off the Chelsea defender, but the referee had already given a foul anyway. So it's a free kick to Chelsea. Coming up to the half-hour mark here at the Emirates. Hannah Hampson is complaining about something there. Not quite sure what. She did make a good save, didn't she, from Stina a bit earlier on in this game, but she couldn't keep out that header. And, of course, Stina did score against Hannah Hampton in the Euros, didn't she? Of course, you remember that semi-final when Stina scored for Sweden. Put them 2-0 up in that game. It looked as though England were going out. And, of course, we know what happened after that. brilliant tournament in the end, wasn't it? And Hannah Hampton was, of course, one of the big stars for England in some of those penalty shootouts that we had to endure in that tournament, which was quite stressful, but obviously a lot of fun in the end because we won. Anyway, coming forward again, Arsenal now. Chloe Kelly drills the ball. It's a good cross. First time shot from Stina Blackstenius from just by the penalty spot there. She had to hit that first time. It was drilled in, that cross there from Chloe Kelly. And Stina didn't have any time. She had to hit it first time with her right foot. And it was straight at Hannah Hampton. And Stina's been a threat, hasn't she, in this game? She scored one. She could have had a couple already. Looking really, really lively and dangerous. And, you know, even if everybody had been fit and available, I still would have started Stina in this game for this reason. You know, I was coming forward again. Oh, and that was almost played through to Stina again. I'm sorry, to Leslie Russo that time. They do look quite similar, don't they, with their blonde ponytails sometimes, and they seem to take up similar positions on the pitch at times. But it was actually a ball played through from Beth Meters to Stina, but couldn't quite get on the end of that one. And Chelsea have recovered. Anyway, it's a long ball chipped over the top. Chelsea want to come forward again. It was slightly overhit. Good header from Leia Cadena. Now Arsenal picks up the ball in midfield. Mariona plays it into Leslie Russo inside the centre circle. Beth Mead now, a little bit of space for Beth Mead. She sort of slows it down, looking for some support. And instead, she plays it out to that far side. Chloe Kelly tries a shot from distance. Oh, it's gone in! Chloe Kelly from 35 yards has fired it in. And this night is getting better and better for Arsenal. It is a fantastic strike from Chloe Kelly. Wow, and Arsenal now 2-0 ahead. And what a strike that was from a long, long way out. And Chloe Kelly's hit that like she meant it. And there was no saving that. Well, I say that. We'll have a look at the replay again here. I mean, she's really hit that there. And it sort of goes under Hannah Hampton, actually. But it was the power that beat her. I mean, she's really hit that, hasn't she? Wow, what a strike that is. We know how hard she can hit a ball. And she certainly got hold of that one. That's a great strike, that. John says, get in. Ryan says, yes, it's 2. It is 2. And it's Chloe Kelly again. 2 goals at the weekend and another one tonight for Chloe Kelly. Good to have her back fit again. And you can see she's a difference maker, isn't she? She's been a difference maker for England and she's been a difference maker for us. And I must admit, I did say on the show, didn't I, last week, I was really confident we could get a good win in this game. And so far, so good. 33 minutes on the clock and it's 2-0. Ryan says, Chloe Kelly indeed. Brilliant strike that from Chloe Kelly. Chelsea now trying to respond. What we need to do now is manage this game till half-time. If we can go in half-time 2-0, that would be fantastic, wouldn't it? And it would mean Chelsea would have to maybe come out a little bit more second half, could create some space in behind for us to exploit and maybe get the third goal, which would surely be enough to seal the deal, you feel. But there is a long way to go. Let's not get too excited yet. It's been a very good start from Arsenal. But Chelsea have had their moments. As we said, they've hit the post twice. This scoreline could be very different, but we'll certainly take it, won't we? And Chelsea are now in possession. Buchanan plays it back to Germa. Arsenal forcing Chelsea backwards. John says players hitting form at just the right time for this Champions League, maybe second in the WSL. Yeah, no, absolutely. We do seem to be finding form. You know, we talked about it on the show, didn't we, last week, about maybe the start of the season was a little bit of a Champions League hangover, maybe, that the players were maybe trying to come back down from there. Obviously, we had a few of the Lionesses in the squad who had a high in the summer as well. And I don't know, maybe that's what it was. Maybe it's a little bit of that crept in slightly, didn't it, I think, at the start of the season. Of course, we dropped a few silly points that we shouldn't have done. But now it's all clicking again. And we're actually looking, I actually think, right at this moment in time, we're now looking a better side than we did at this time last season, when we were scoring a lot of goals. But I don't know, we look more like the real deal now. We look more solid as a team. We look better structured defensively. And of course, we've still got a big goal threat in us. So I don't know. I think we look a better all-round team now at this point than we did at this time last season. So yeah, let's hope we haven't peaked too soon in this game. Chelsea free kick. I'm not quite sure what that was all about. He's gone straight behind for a goal kick. Erin Cuthbert there really didn't get that right, did she? At all. Anyway, there's a big game in the WSL on Saturday, of course. It's the Manchester Derby. And we could do with Manchester United winning that game. I know it might seem strange, but we've got games in hand. And if Man City can drop more points, they did, of course, draw a game recently, didn't they, in the WSL? And if they can lose to Manchester United at the weekend, and obviously we would need to win our game, of course, you'd be fairly confident that we will. And we do have got games in hand, and I would quite like Man United to win that game. Because I still don't think we're out of the title race where we're playing. You know, you can see us winning nearly every game left. You look at the fixtures we've got left in the league, potentially you could see us winning most of them, all of them, potentially, if we turn out and play well. Of course, what might stop us could be the Champions League. As we saw last season, you know, we had a couple of games we had to rearrange. Oh, suddenly Chelsea, you know, on this near side, Lauren James, can she get the cross in? Oh, she can't get the cross in because that was good defending by Lotta, but it is going to be a corner. You know, and obviously that could go against us when we've got to maybe rearrange a couple of WSL games midweek like we did last year, and we rested some players and it was all a bit messy and we lost some games at the end and we wasn't in the title race at that point, so it maybe didn't matter too much. But if we are in a title race this season, we can't afford to do that, can we? Can we win both? Who knows? Anyway, it's a corner to Chelsea, played into the near post, headed out by Beth Mead. And Arsenal, you know, we've certainly looked a lot more solid defensively, haven't we, the longer this half's gone on. We were a bit shaky at the beginning, first 10, 15 minutes when Chelsea had a couple of big chances. John says, yes, Rich, definitely a hangover there before some mental exhaustion, looking sharp now. Yeah, exactly, yeah. We've grown into the season, haven't we? I was really disappointed with the way we started the season because I felt winning the Champions League was a good opportunity for us to really push on and, you know, grow. And maybe we didn't take into account the fact that, yes, emotionally it would have been a really tiring period for the team. And I say, especially with what happened in the Euros as well. So, yeah, maybe we should have given a little bit more leeway earlier in the season. But obviously it's clicking now. And if you're going to, the way to win trophies is you have to peak at the right time. And you peak in the final third of the season when everything's up for grabs. All the cups are coming round, the big games, and that's when you need to peak, don't you? And maybe we've done that right anyway. Chelsea this time was shot from distance. That was Thompson. It's got deflected, but Anik Borba will keep that in and prevent a corner. So yeah, it all seems to be coming together nicely at a good time. But you know, while there's still quite a long way to go, there's still a long way enough for us to still mess it up, I guess. But at the moment, we're looking really good. As I said, we're looking a really good team now. And I think Chelsea, at this moment in time, look a bit disjointed. They look a lot more of a bunch of individuals running around, and Arsenal got a lot more shape and structure, and working hard as a team as well. And I think that's been the difference. Yes, we was a bit lucky. I had one of those efforts at the post gone in early on for Chelsea. Maybe the game wouldn't be panning out like this. But you have to say we look very, very well organised. We look a really good side now, don't we? And you have to give credit to Renee. I said it on the show last week. You know, we were quite critical of her, weren't we, earlier in the season? I felt rightly so. She looked like she'd got a few things wrong. The players weren't playing with a smile on their face. And maybe there was a few different reasons for that. But you have to say the work that they've done on the training pitch has really, really worked. And the team now look fit. They look sharp. They look organised. And quite honestly, I think right at this moment in time, we're probably the best team in Europe. And we actually look like it now, don't we? I remember saying at the start of the season, you know, we were the champions of Europe, but we didn't look like the best team in Europe. I think we do now. I know Barcelona might have a slight say in that matter, but, you know, I do think we look really, really strong. Anyway, it's a free kick to Chelsea. It's quite a lot further out than a free kick we scored from earlier on. But it's still a pretty dangerous situation for Arsenal to be in. It's going to be Sandy Baltimore. I think it's going to take this. She's got her arm up in the air. The French wing over left foot going to probably whip this in. In fact, she does whip it in. It's a good ball, actually. Borba doesn't really get there. It's a header for Chelsea, and they've scored. In fact, they haven't scored because it's been disallowed. It was a foul It's been disallowed, actually. Again, Arsenal maybe get a little bit fortunate. I don't know if VAR is part of this or not. The referee's disallowed the goal anyway for a foul on one of the Arsenal defenders. I can't see who it is. It was a dangerous free kick, actually. I mean, Anik Balber's come out, didn't get there. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not sure that's a foul, you know. I'm really not sure that's a foul on Leia Cadena. Oh, I don't know, actually. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is. See, I don't know. See, look, as much as I want it to be disallowed, it's Borman who scored it. I think it has gone to a VAR check. I'm not sure if it has or not. I think it is going to a VAR check. I don't think that's a foul, personally. I don't think that's a foul. The referee's disallowed the goal. There was contact there. She jumped up, and I didn't think Leia Cadena got herself in a particularly good position to clear it, actually. I didn't think Anik Balber did herself much good either in the build-up to it. Come out and didn't get anywhere near it. And there's a bit of a tense moment here in the last 4 minutes of this first half, because I think if this goal's given and Chelsea have one back, I think it could be a crucial moment in this game. Of course, we had some goals disallowed against Chelsea, didn't we, in the WSL earlier this season? In fact, it's been disallowed. It has been disallowed. Wow. Great stuff. To be honest with you, I think we've got a little bit lucky there. I've got to be honest. I thought we got a little bit lucky there again. That's the third bit of luck we've had in this first half. You have to say we could be 3-2 down. I know it seems strange, but I'm glad it's been disallowed, but that looks harsh. If that had been at the other end, if we scored a goal like that and he got disallowed for a foul, then I think you'd be quite annoyed, wouldn't you? Because she barely touched her, really. She just jumped up to head the ball and just got ahead of her. Jacob says, "Yeah, lucky." Yeah, but I think I agree. We were lucky there. I thought that was a harsh free kick, actually, to be given against us, really, because I didn't think she really did a lot wrong there, Berman. I thought she just jumped and headed the ball, and it wasn't great defending from Leia Cadena, really. Anyway, Borman's back in there again, chips it into the box, and Arsenal can't really get this ball away. And the last thing we want to do is concede a goal before half time. John says, yeah, it makes a change for us to get the rub of the green, more of the same. Well, it certainly does against Chelsea, doesn't it? You know, we've had that big decision there go in our favour, and it is unusual against Chelsea. Yeah, we saw what happened to say in the WSL. Nothing seemed to go our way that particular day. Anyway, Chelsea have got their tails up a bit now as we approach half time. Kim Little's had to block that cross from Sandy Baltimore. It is going to be a corner to Chelsea. They are finishing this half on top, you have to say. There's 2 minutes of normal time remaining. There'll be a bit of stoppage time, of course. We have had that VAR check. Anyway, it's going to be Erin Cuthbert with this corner from the near side. Chelsea's left. We've got some bodies in the box. We've got a lot more height than Chelsea, haven't we? This corner comes into the 6-yard box, and it comes all the way across. Nearly came all the way across to Naomi Girma. And in the end, it's gone behind for a goal kick. Roy says there, Renee needs to buck the goals up at half time. If not, I can see Chelsea come back into this game, maybe even getting a draw. I mean, to be fair, Chelsea had a good start, didn't they? They created a few chances, and now they're finishing the half pretty well as well. You know, you're never going to get a game against Chelsea that we just dominate for 90 minutes. Nobody dominates Chelsea for 90 minutes. They're going to have spells in the second half, I'm sure, as well. We're going to have to hang in at times. But equally, we'll have our moments, won't we? And if we can take one more chance, and I think if we get the next goal in this game, I really feel it's over. You're right. If it's 2-0 and Chelsea get a goal back, then it could be nervy times, I agree. But, you know, I think half-time is coming around quite soon, and we probably need it, don't we, I think? We're just hanging on a little bit here as we, in the last 30 seconds of normal time at the end of this half. Obviously, there's going to be some stoppage time for that VAR check. And there was an injury earlier as well, wasn't there, to Buchanan. So there'll probably be 3 minutes, I would imagine, of stoppage time, maybe 3 or 4. Quite some bad kick out there from ball, but Beth Mead's done well to keep it in and then giving the ball straight away. And now Chelsea got maybe another opportunity here. Cross comes in, and again, it's great defending. Again, Kim Little is on an absolute mission. Again, as she has been most of this season, you have to say she's fantastic, isn't she, little Kim? And she blocked that cross as well from Lauren James. There is going to be 4 minutes of stoppage time, in actual fact. Jackie says there we need two. Well, about 2 more goals. I think the next goal, if we get the next goal and it's 3-0, I think that's it. And that'll be enough, won't it? You'd imagine, to see us through the second leg. But I say Chelsea looking threatening here. The ball comes to the edge of the box. The shot comes in, deflected, and Arsenal managed to clear it away. Again, it's Kim Little. Wow, what a first half she's had. And Arsenal now trying to come forward. And maybe we can get another goal. The ball up this near side, looking for the run there of Stina Blackstenius, but that's gone behind for a throw. And Arsenal been under quite a lot of pressure, haven't we, in the last 5-10 minutes? And Chelsea did, of course, have the ball in the net. And luckily it was ruled out for a very, very soft foul, you have to say. It's one of them decisions that, like John said before, we don't often go our way, do we? Certainly not against Chelsea. So it does make a change. And that could well be a crucial moment in this game, couldn't it? Because, goal back for Chelsea now before half-time would put a totally different complexion on this second half, wouldn't it? At the moment, Arsenal have a reasonable amount of control in the game, being 2-0 up. But 2-0 can be a precarious lead if you do concede the next goal, especially if it's before half-time. There is 2.5 minutes left of this first half, which has been... It's been a strange first half anyway, because Chelsea have probably had more chances than us. They've hit the post twice. They've had a goal disallowed. We've only really had those 2 opportunities, and they've both ended up as goals. Chloe Kelly's one was out of nothing, just a shot from 25 yards. And, of course, the first goal, Stina's header, was a set piece, a free kick. So it's not like we've created very much at all, have we? Because we haven't, let's be honest. And Chelsea have created much better chances than us. So it's a rather strange scoreline at the moment, Tuna, but of course we'll take it. And at the end of the day, how you win trophies and how you win big games is you take your chances when they come along. And that's what we've done. And long may that continue. But we've still got a lot of work to do in this game, haven't we? We've still got a bit of work to do in this first half. 90 seconds to go until half-time. And I think it's so crucial now, isn't it, that we do go in at half-time with this 2-0 lead intact. That's all we need to focus on now for these last few seconds of this first half. Just keep Chelsea at bay. I mean, it's back with Hampton, so that's good. We'll keep it there for now. That will do nicely. And then we can go in at half-time and regroup and hopefully come out again in the second half and show a little bit more energy. I say Chelsea are going to have to take a few more risks, aren't they? Anyway, coming forward again. Who knows? Maybe we can get a third goal before the break. Wouldn't that be something quite spectacular? Anyway, I think we've just gone back now into the last minute of stoppage time at the end of this first half, which is looking like being a very, very good first half for Arsenal. Of course, it'll only be a quarter of the way through the tie, but a 2-0 lead is a very, very good position to be in, isn't it? And hopefully we can keep this for the next few seconds and go in at half-time with this slight little bit of breathing space in this game. And that's a foul, surely, referee. Erin Cuthbert again on Beth Mead. Had a good first half, Beth Mead. Worked really hard defensively as well, actually. In fact, it was Kira Walsh that committed that foul. The 2 Lionesses there. That was quite a bit of a cynical foul, actually. Maybe probably worthy of a yellow card. But anyway, here's a free kick to Arsenal coming up towards half-time, and that will do us with the ball. Played long towards the edge of the Chelsea penalty area. Chested down well, actually, there from Stina. And now Beth Mead just keep the ball in that corner, Beth. That will do us for now. Anyway, it's come back out to Emily Fox. Maybe we can get the third goal. That would be good, wouldn't it? Mariona inside the box. Can she keep the ball in? She can't. It's going to be a goal kick, and the 4 minutes is up. Surely that's that. And Arsenal should be heading in at half-time with a really, really good lead, an important lead. And there goes the half-time whistle. What a great first half that was in the end for Arsenal. Yes, we had our troubles, let's be honest. Twice in the first, 10 minutes. Chelsea at the inside of the post. It was Leslie Thompson and then Lauren James, both at the inside of the same post with Anik Balber beaten. But Arsenal made the breakthrough midway through that first half. Katie McCabe's free kick from about 10 yards outside the box. And Stina Blackstenius headed it down into the corner past Hannah Hampton, 1-0 to Arsenal. and it was 2-0 not long after. Chloe Kelly with a strike from distance that maybe Hannah Hampton will feel she should have done better with, but it flew past her into that bottom corner. And Chelsea did have a goal, or thought they had a goal back right there just before the end of the first half there, with a close range header from Boorman from a free kick, but it was ruled out for a foul on Leia Cadena. Slightly lucky Arsenal got there. And I say we rode our luck a little bit in that half, but we did look a good side there, didn't we? And we've got ourselves a 2-0 lead, and we'll take that all day long, won't we? John says, who are the subs? Any game changes on the bench for the second half? I mean, we've got two goalkeepers, Votakova and Van Domselaar. We've got Taylor Hines, Smella Holmberg, Sophie Harwood, Vicky Palova, Frida Marnham, and of course, Livia Smith. She's probably the biggest game changer on there. But obviously, I think Smella Holmberg can change a game with a crossing and stuff like that. But at the moment, we don't need to change too much, do we? We need to keep more of the same in the second half, and hopefully we'll get another goal. Agneta says, thanks, dear referee. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you. We did get a little bit fortunate there. There's no question. But sometimes, you know, you need a little bit of luck, don't you, sometimes in these big games. And we certainly had our fair share there, didn't we? There's no doubt. I'm just trying to... Got so many wires and stuff. It's ridiculous. I just want to charge my phone. No, but that was decent, wasn't it? That was decent there. Chelsea had 8 shots to their 6. Chelsea had none on target, and we had 3. Oh, we had 3 on target, did we? I thought it was only 2 anyway. Maybe we had another one. Doesn't matter. We're happy with that. We'll take that all day long, won't we? So that will do. That will do. Yeah, really good stuff. So... Actually, what I need to do is I've just got to sort something out here. But no, that was a good first half, wasn't it? Let's be honest. We've got to be happy with that, haven't we? So, what am I doing here? So there we go, right. Yeah, but that was a pretty good first half, that, wasn't it? Oh, the way Stina just nodded that in, that's brilliant, isn't it? Love that. John says, Holmberg and Smith sound good if we're going for more goals and they aren't coming, but happy with who's on the pitch right now. Exactly, yeah. I guess it says, and only here a bit, can watch the game on Swedish TV. Oh, you can watch it. Oh, good stuff. That is good stuff indeed. But yeah, we'll take that first half, won't we? Even if it's been slightly fortunate at times, shall we say. We've definitely been slightly fortunate, I think. But anyway, who cares? We'll take a 2-0 lead all day long, won't we? And hopefully more to come in the second half. I said one more goal would be lovely, wouldn't it? I think 3-0. And there's no coming back from that. I think a 2-0 lead to take to Stamford Bridge next week would be really good, obviously. But a 3-0 lead, I think, would be... I don't think they'd be able to... But yeah, let's see what the second half brings, shall we? Let's have a look. And so that's what second half. Good stuff. It's going to be good, I'm sure. LG says, Chloe Clutch Kelly, let your apologies be as loud as your disrespect. I mean, to be fair, we've never criticised Chloe Kelly. I love Chloe Kelly. I know she's had her critics. They're just showing that disallowed goal again. You've got to say, if that's a foul, then honestly, I don't know what games come to, but we'll take it. Of course we will. And why wouldn't we? It's massively gone in our favour, hasn't it? Let's have a look what I need to do here. Yeah, I do think the next goal is going to be absolutely massive in this game. I really do. Hey, well, let's see what the second half brings, shall we? Let's see what the second half brings. Hopefully, I mean, I'll be happy if it finishes like this. I've got to be honest. Yes, if we can get another goal, fantastic. But ultimately, a 2-0 lead would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Let's be honest. To take to Stamford Bridge next year, we'll definitely take that one all day long. But let's see what happens. Right, a few comments have come in. John says 2 more second half, 1 for them, finish 4-1. I mean, that would do, wouldn't it? I don't know. I kind of want a clean sheet, really, but yeah, I suppose we really mind that. John says Chelsea there for the taking. Oh, they're absolutely there for the taking. There's no question about it. They're massively there for the taking. In fact, I did say this last week, didn't I? I thought they were there for the taking just because they're not playing particularly well, and I think that's the key. But anyway. Let's we've got to get the job done. It's no good saying, well, they're there for the taking, they're there for the taking. Yeah, they may well be. But we've got to take advantage of it, haven't we? I mean, so far so good. We have done. But yeah. Let's see what happens. Oh, Andreas has been sending in some videos from the game for his vlog. Oh, of course, he saw the players come in, didn't he? He was at the tunnel to see the players come in. Wow, that's going to be a good extra for the vlog, isn't it? And Greg.
Hello, Greg. Nice to see you again.
This is Greg.
Leon again. Do them again. Hello, Greg. Hello,
Hang
Greg.
on 2 seconds. What's going on here? What is going on here? Okay, yeah. So anyway, and Andreas has been speaking to Greg, of course, regular on the show. This is what Greg had to say before the game.
Nice to see you again. And what's your prediction for tonight? 3-1. 3-1? 3-1, yeah. We'll always win 2 goals tonight. And then we're going through to the semis. Oh, cool. Leon again. Do them again. Okay. We win tonight. That's it. We're back in the final. So, as always, I hope you're right with your optimism. Let's see.
Oh, there you go. You see, Greg's always optimistic, isn't he? He's gone 3-1 and it's 2-0 at half time, so maybe he'll be right. Who knows? So that'll be going on the vlog, of course, later on. So look out for that because it is going to be rather special, as it always is. And Andreas does such a good job on them vlogs, doesn't he? So let's make sure that you do check that out. And, of course, check out all the other ones as well. The one from the West Ham game and, of course, all the other games as well that he's done this season. This one tonight is going to be really special because he was there at the tunnel, wasn't he? LG says, I genuinely believe we could have turned those, if we could have turned those draws into win with a fully fit Chloe Kelly. Maybe, yeah. Potentially, she's definitely a game changer. We were talking about game changers, wasn't we, before? Who was on the bench as a game changer? Chloe Kelly is certainly a game changer, there's no doubt. And hopefully, having her back now at the crucial point in the season could make the difference, couldn't it? There's still a lot to play for. We've still got the potential to win the FA Cup. We've got the potential to win the Champions League. And I still think we've got the potential to win the WSL. Certainly if Man United can beat Man City at the weekend, then I think we're back in it, aren't we? Have to win our game, of course. And our games in hand would have to win. But no, let's believe anything's possible until it no longer is possible. And at the minute, it's still possible. So let's believe. And let's make sure that we get the job done tonight at least. And I kind of agree with what Greg said there. I think a 2-0 lead, I said this before the game actually, a 2-0 lead is a 2-goal lead, sorry, no, that's be a 2-0 lead. A 2-goal lead is certainly, I mean, Taylor Hines is coming on at half time. Who's going off then? I saw Katie McCabe out there, I'm sure I did. So Katie McCabe hasn't gone off. You'd imagine she would have been a straight swap for her because she has struggled a bit, Katie McCabe, hasn't she? So Taylor Hines is coming on. Who's gone off? Is it Emily Fox? Or are we changing the shape of the team? Now, Katie McCabe's still out there. I've got a feeling it's Emily Fox. So why wouldn't you bring on Smilla Holmberg? Why wouldn't you bring on Smilla Holmberg? I don't understand that. Surely she's the natural replacement, isn't she? Or are we changing shape of the team, maybe? Anyway, we're back off and underway in the second half. Arsenal are attacking the goal to our left now, the North Bank, the goal that seems to live a little bit of a charmed life, didn't it, in that first half, with Chelsea hitting the post twice and then the goal disallowed. Anyway, Arsenal's immediately coming forward over on that far side. This is good. Steener's inside the penalty, gets a shot away, and that's a good save actually there at full stretch from Hannah Hampton, and Arsenal straight away at the start of the second half almost got a third goal. Wow, Steener again in behind. That is what you do with Steener's on the pitch. Get her in behind and she's going to cause problems, and there she was again. Almost getting herself in there for what would have been her second goal of the evening and Arsenal's third. But it remains 2-0. What a start to the second half that would have been, actually. LG says, put Liv on to finish them off. Yeah, I'm sure that will happen. I'm sure that will happen as the half progresses, but maybe not quite yet. But yeah, it's 2-0 at the minute. Oh, it's Leia Cadena's gone off. It was Leia Cadena. Is that an injury? Maybe it was. Anyway, Arsenal giving the ball away on the edge of the box. This could be dangerous moments here. Oh, that's really good defending actually there. So who's dropped in as centre-back then? Has Katie McCabe dropped in as centre-back? I mean, we don't really have any other centre-backs on the bench, to be fair. Anyway, Mariona Caldente is now trying to drive forward through midfield. I'm just trying to figure out who's playing centre-back. It looks as though maybe Katie McCabe's dropped in as centre-back and Taylor Hines has dropped in at left-back, which kind of makes sense, I suppose, because, yeah, that's a position, isn't it? A centre-back position. You know, obviously, Leah Williamson's out. We know Katie Reid is obviously out long-term. We don't have a lot of a cover there, do we? Anyway, Lauren James is now running at Lotta Woober Moy. She'll fancy her chances for pace, but Lotta's done well, and the shot ends up straight into the hands of Anik Bulba at the near post. And already there's been a chance at both ends very early in this second half. And the game's sort of quite open, isn't it? But yeah, it looks as though Katie McCabe has dropped in at centre-back, left-sided centre-back, which actually, I'm not thinking about it. She was getting a little bit exposed on that left-hand side, wasn't she? And I think Taylor Hines is more able to live with Thompson for pace. And obviously Katie McCabe, maybe with her strength, is a good option at centre-back. Oh, that was a bit of a flying challenge there. 50-50 there. Mariona Caldente came out on top with the ball for Arsenal. Now Beth Mead's coming forward over on that far side. Chloe Kelly's an acres of space here on this near side. If we can get the ball to her, we do now. Chloe Kelly having a run on the edge of the penalty area. Cuts in field. Oh, maybe took one extra touch there when maybe she could have laid the ball off. Anyway, Chelsea have given it away, but kind of get away with it. And it's been quite a fast start to this second half, actually, hasn't it? Both teams seem to want to get the next goal. And I do think the next goal is going to be the crucial one in this game. I really do. And if we can get it, I think that's job done. Game over. Semi-final for us, I believe. But anyway, let's see what happens. Long way to go in this game. Not even halfway through the tie yet. Oh, anyway, Katie McCabe now bringing the ball forward. Oh, it's played on here to Chloe Kelly on his near side. This could be a dangerous moment. It goes back to Katie McCabe on the overlap. Oh, pulled it back towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Stina was in there. And at full stretch there, it was Kadisha Buchanan. And Katie McCabe forgot she was playing centre-back for a moment there. Steamed forward. Got on the end of that ball from Chloe Kelly. It's a decent whipped cross, actually. And had Buchanan not cut that out, you do feel it would have been a nice, easy tap-in for Stina. And now it's a corner. And Chloe Kelly and Hannah Hampton there having a bit of fun while waiting for this corner to be taken. The wind picking up at the Emirates. You know, Arsenal going to play this corner short. Beth Mead on this near side. Mariona is now going away. No, she's not. Or is she? Let's see. It does go short to Mariona. Mariona plays it back to Beth. It's a bit of a funny angle, but she can get the cross in. She cuts back inside, finds Mariona inside the box. Oh, I don't know whether that was meant to be a cross or a shot. I don't think Mariona knows now. If she had that time back again, I'm sure she would make a better effort of that. It was probably a good angle for a shot, actually, wasn't it? I mean, it was quite a tight angle, but, you know, you could probably whip that into that far post. She's certainly got enough quality to do that, hasn't she? But she didn't make the right choice there, and in the end I think she maybe at the last minute changed her mind and thought about a cross and overhit it, and it's gone behind, of course, for a goal kick to Chelsea. But interesting corner routine, and it almost paid off in the end, didn't it? Arsenal back in possession now. Beth Mead over on that far side. Nice little 1-2. Can Beth get there? She's not going to. Oh, in fact, it was a bit of a poor clearance, actually, by Gurr, and Beth Mead could only head it behind for a goal kick. So 50 minutes played in this game, first leg of this quarter-final. And Arsenal, so far, so good. Certainly in scoreline terms, are in control. And actually, it's been a fairly good start to the second half, really. The ball mainly been in Chelsea's half. We've had 1 or 2 half chances, I would say, as opposed to full chances to get the goal that would potentially kill this tie off. But Chelsea is still posing a threat when they do come forward. I say Lauren James had an effort a bit earlier on as well. Oh, that's a really good tackle, actually. Was that Lotta again? Lotta's had a good game, actually. You've got to hold your hands up and say, well played, Lotta, again. I think she's had a decent season, Lotta. I think she's quite underrated, you know. Yes, she can make mistakes at times, but then I think there's not many defenders that don't make mistakes at times. And she certainly cut out the mistakes. She used to make them on a regular basis. Her concentration used to be a problem. But she certainly fixed that issue, I think. And yes, she still makes a mistake. Of course she does. But she's quite underrated with the ball. I think she's good with the ball at her feet. She can play a pass. And I think she's much improved as a defender as well. I think she had a good season again, Lotta. She's grown into the season like a few others. Anyway, also coming forward now, looking for that third goal. Bit of pace there injected into things there from Emily Fox. Tried to put Leslie Russo in to get her customary goal, but she wasn't able to find the England striker, who's got 50 goals. Well, she got 50 goals in her first 100 appearances. This is now 102nd. And she's got 51. So she's still got a goal every other game, which ain't bad, is it? Not bad at all. Anyway, Arsenal just want to come forward again, looking for the goal that could really, really put massive daylight between these two London rivals, are the holders of the Champions League. Going to reach another semi-final where it would potentially be Lyon, of course, in weight again, as it was last season. We made quite easy work of that, didn't we? Will we make easy work of it again, should we get the opportunity? But anyway, there's still a long way to go. We're not counting our chickens yet, are we? Anything can happen in football. We've seen it so many times. But we shall see. Arsenal are doing well in the second half. We're keeping possession well in the Chelsea half of the pitch. Now we're coming forward again. Taylor Hines plays it back to Katie McCabe, 2 left-footed defenders playing in the same team, which is quite unusual, isn't it? There isn't too many left-footed defenders, is there, actually? Oh, lovely play there from Leslie Russo inside the box. Oh, good save from Hannah Hampton. Beth Mead on a follow-up, pulls it back. Stina's shot's blocked. Oh, and that was 2 big chances there for 3-0. That was brilliant play from Leslie Russo there on the edge of the box. Really, really good play there. The ball played into her feet and she spun away from the defender. Look at that turn. And then the shot there is a good save from Hannah Hampton. Beth Mead then pulled it back for Stina and that shot was blocked. Look at that lovely play there. Absolutely got the better of her England teammate, Kira Walsh. And the shot was actually a good one as well. Required a decent save that from Hannah Hampton. And Stina's shot on the follow-up was actually blocked. Nudge says, Arsenal women indeed. It's been a good performance so far. Certainly been a good start to the second half from Arsenal. We were worried, actually. Chelsea finished that first half on top. And had they come out in the same manner, it could have been quite tricky. But Arsenal have actually started to dominate this game now at the start of the second half. Lucy Bronzo looking to change it for Chelsea. That's a good ball up this near side. Again, it's great covering there from Lotta. And she plays it back to Anique Ball. But she's been brilliant, Lotta, tonight. Really, really solid game from her again. And brilliant, brilliant stuff. But still, we've still got some more defending to do. We'll still have a lot more defending to do. Anyway, Taylor Hines steps in there, wins the ball back for Arsenal. And this is where we can be dangerous. Stina does well, holds it up and then ends up touching it back to Lotta. And she touches it back to Eric Bulba. And Arsenal just take a little bit of sting out of the game. We don't want to give Chelsea any impetus at all in the second half, do we? And so far, we've played 10 minutes, and it's been a good 10 minutes from Arsenal. We've had a lot of the ball in the Chelsea half. We've caused a couple of problems. It could be 3-0. Good save from Hannah Hampson to deny Leslie Russo after a fantastic turn on the edge of the box. Oh, and Chelsea almost gave the ball away. Now Lucy Bronzo can steam forward up this near side for Chelsea. Hard work there from Chloe Kelly to get back. The cross comes in, and Arsenal do manage to clear it away after 3 attempts, actually. And now we could get a breakaway here. Oh, that was poor from Beth Mead, but Stina will do well to keep that ball, and she does. Now Mariona made a good run through the middle, actually. Maybe a long ball over the top might have been worth taking a risk on that one. Mariona could have been in. She would have had a long way to run, but she's certainly capable of it, isn't she? Anyway, the ball's now back with Anik Bulba. We've played 55 and a half minutes at the Emirates. Arsenal 2, Chelsea 0. A big, big lead for Arsenal. But one more goal would be really nice, wouldn't it? Really, really nice. That was a strange back pass there from Beth Mead there. Put the goalkeeper under a bit of pressure ball, but she did well, actually. But Arsenal just giving the ball away again. That was Mariona trying to find Chloe Kelly. It wasn't a good ball, actually. And Chelsea have picked up possession again. Now it's Sandy Baltimore bringing it forward. And Chelsea now looking to try and get something back into this game. That's good defending there from Mariona. After giving the ball away initially at the start of that attack for Chelsea, she won it back. And that's all you can do, isn't it? Everyone's going to give the ball away at some point. Anyway, Chelsea now making a change. And it's going to be Joanna Canarid, Writing Canarid coming on in place of Naomi Girma, who's only just back from injury. So maybe they're going to go to a back 4 now, Chelsea, changing their shape to try to find a way back into this game, which so far they haven't really looked like doing in the second half, have they? They had some moments, didn't they, in that first half towards the end, but they haven't really threatened at all at the start of the second half. So Writing Canarid to come on. You'd assume it's going to be a 4-4-2 maybe now. Sandy Baltimore will probably, and Lucy Bronze will maybe drop in as natural fullbacks alongside Buchanan and Berman. And maybe that's the way that Chelsea will switch it now, because the 3 at the back hasn't really worked for them, has it? As it didn't in the game at Stamford Bridge either. And they had to change it then as well, didn't they? That was when it was 2-0 as well. Well, actually, I think it was 1-0 when she changed it in that particular game. But anyway, we're coming up towards the hour mark in this game, and so far, so good. I think everybody would have been more than happy with a 2-0 lead at this point in the game. Chelsea coming forward now, looking to get in behind again. Good defending from Emily Fox, and then Anik Bulba clears it away. And this is a better spell from Chelsea. It's their best spell of the second half so far. Arsenal can't really get the ball, can't get hold of the ball at the minute. But we're keeping them at arm's length for the time being. Lucy Bronze plays it up the line. Canarid, who's just come on, trying to make an impact already. It's back there with Lucy Bronze. Now it's with Erin Cuthbert. And Chelsea now trying to build another attack. Berman there plays it out to that far side. Sandy Baltimore now it's back with Berman again. And how important will that moment be when Berman's goal was disallowed just before half-time? Could be the crucial moment in this whole 2-legged quarter-final. But maybe Chelsea will still find a way back. Lauren James been very quiet in the second half, but she's having a run now. She's gone past 2 or 3 challenges, gets into the box. Good defending from Katie McCabe. Oh, but Arsenal again can't get the ball away at the minute. Writing Canarid wins it back. And now Writing Canarid's got a bit of space to get the cross in. Good defending that time from Taylor Hines. And you have to say Arsenal's defensive play after that first 10 or 15 minutes when we looked a bit shaky has been really good. Cross comes in this time, and it was a dangerous looking ball actually. And Erin Cuthbert was trying her hardest to get on the end of it, but she was too far away. It was Lauren James with the cross. Luckily, it's gone harmlessly away for a goal kick to Arsenal. So that's Chelsea's best. Well, this is Chelsea's best spell of the game, or the second half certainly. Anyway, Chloe Kelly is going off for Olivia Smith. And it's Chloe Kelly's second goal that could prove crucial in this tie. I still think Hannah Hampton will feel she could have done better with that. I mean, the power's beaten. It bounced right in front of her. They're difficult for a goalkeeper, aren't they? When you hit with that much power and it bounces right in front of you up like that, it's difficult, isn't it? Anyway, Livy Smith is on. And Livy Smith is going to be looking to cause Chelsea some problems. We know how good she is, what form she's been in lately. She's really found her feet at Arsenal, hasn't she, since that £1 million move in the summer. Obviously, she had an injury issue earlier in the season. She maybe was looking, struggling to settle in, but she certainly settled in now, looking such a good player, scoring lots of goals. And will she be the player to get the third goal tonight, maybe? Anyway, it's Chelsea in possession at the minute, and this is a good spell for Chelsea, you have to say, without really looking as though they haven't really threatened a goal from it, but they've had a lot more possession, and Arsenal struggling to get hold of the ball, which is never a good thing when you're playing against a team like Chelsea, because you know how dangerous they are, how dangerous they can be, what a great team they are. You know, and despite their problems, they've still got that same winning mentality, haven't they? They don't know when they're beaten, and you can certainly not rule them out. But Arsenal so far have defended really well, actually, for most of this game. And Taylor Hines defends that well as well. It's going to be a free kick. You can see the wind and the rain, not the ideal conditions tonight at all. But Arsenal won't care about that, because it is currently 2-0, and that is more than we could ever have hoped for. And it is now a goal kick to Arsenal. Taylor Hines again defending well. She's another player, and she came in the summer, didn't really get too many games at the start of the season. And as the season's gone on, she's got more and more minutes and looks a good player. You have to say that the signings that we've made since Renee's come in have been pretty good, haven't they, by and large? Obviously, Yannick Ball, the goalkeeper, has been brilliant. And I say, obviously, Livy Smith, who's on the ball now, has been brilliant. Taylor Hines has done well. Smilla Holmberg has done well. Do you know what I mean? They're good signings, aren't they? But yeah, I think the summer's going to be a big summer for Arsenal. I do think I think some players will be leaving, obviously, and I do think there could be some exciting new signings arriving as well. Anyway, Beth Mead couldn't quite keep that ball in. Slightly over hit from Mariona, tried to switch it from left to right. Didn't quite get the pass right. It's gone out for a throw to Chelsea. But we just need to take the sting out of this spell of Chelsea pressure, because it's just a little bit concerning. So they don't look like they're going to score necessarily, but you know, I felt much more comfortable in the first 10 minutes of the second half when we were largely in control. Anyway, Renee and one of her coaching staff go back and sit down again. I don't know if they're thinking of making another substitution. Not sure what the best option would be. Anyway, that ball's played forward over on that far side. This is nice play from Arsenal again. And Steena's going to be in. Oh, almost. Last ditch tackle, but the ball's going to fall in the penalty of Mariona. It goes to falls. Oh, in fact, the referee's now given a free kick. And that was all happening there, wasn't it? And in the end, it was a free kick to Chelsea. It was Olivia Smith and Lucy Bronze. I mean, Lucy Bronze made the most of it. Not sure that was much of a foul either. But anyway, we got away with one earlier, didn't we? So I suppose we can let them have that one, maybe. LG says, Michelle Kong, please free me from Beth Mead. I've suffered enough. No, Beth Mead's doing all right, man. She's doing all right. She's played all right today. I think she's had a decent enough season, actually. Anyway, she may well be one of the players to leave. And Lucy Bronze swings that cross in, headed out. And Arsenal just trying to get a bit of possession, really. Olivia Smith does well to keep that in. Does really well, actually. And Taylor Hines hits it long up this near side, but it's going to go away. If it's not going to go in, it's going to be kept in by Lucy Bronze. And again, Chelsea trying to come forward. But look at the shape Arsenal got defensively without the ball. Really good shape. You know, this is something I think they've been working on. You know, we've got the best defensive record in the WSL. We've kept lots and lots of clean sheets recently, in fact, since the turn of the year. And, yeah, you can see the work that we've done on that. it's more the work off the ball as well. I think it's been really, really key. Lucy Bronze now trying to make something happen for Chelsea. Finds Canary on this near side. She's looked quite lively since she's come on. The Swede tries to go around the outside of Taylor Hines. Good tackle from Taylor Hines. Will be a corner to Chelsea, but that's good defending again from Arsenal. And that has been a big feature of this game, actually. I'll say after the first 10 minutes or so, when we did look a little bit all over the place, and Katie McKay was getting a run around by Thompson, but we seem to have solved those problems. But it is a corner to Chelsea, which Sandy Baltimore is going to take on this near side. Whips it in towards the edge of the 6-yard box, headed out by Arsenal. It wasn't really cleared away first time. It is now. And then Lauren James tries a shot from distance. Oh, she scored. Wow, that was even further out than Chloe Kelly. Not quite sure what the goalkeeper was doing there. And suddenly now this I'm not quite sure what the goalkeeper was doing. You have to say Arsenal kind of struggled to get that corner away. It's come to Lauren James, and she just casually chipped it into the top corner. The goalie should save that. Come on, you've got plenty of time to see it. That's poor goalkeeping, I think. We're just saying how many clean sheets we've kept and how well Anik Borber's done, but that was poor. And suddenly Chelsea are back in it, but Arsenal coming forward now. It's still midway through this second half. That's almost the same time in the first half we got our first goal. We need to be careful here. We're trying to come forward. Katie McKay's ball's cut out, and Chelsea now with a bit between their teeth, you feel, and Arsenal going to have to dig in here for the next 5 minutes. And that certainly keeps the tie interesting. It keeps this first leg interesting. I said the next goal could be crucial, and it's Chelsea that have got it, and suddenly now it's a matter of... It's going to be nervy now, isn't it? There's still, 23 minutes left of this game, midway through this second half. So we're, 3/8 into this tie. And Arsenal still have the advantage, but it's now been halved. I mean, it was a great strike from Lauren James from distance, but you have to say, what on earth was the goalkeeper doing? She's on her line pretty much. She's got plenty of time to see it. I mean, look, she's got loads of time to see it. And she's almost, I don't know, just sort of waved a hand at it. I'm sorry, that's weak goalkeeping, that. That is really, really poor goalkeeping. It's a good strike, and I'm not going to take nothing away from Lauren James because that is a good goal. But the goalkeeper there has to do better for me. I'm sorry, you have to push that over the bar. It looked a fairly straightforward save. She was on her line almost. And yes, obviously, the female goalkeepers are slightly shorter in the big goals, but, you've got your arms ahead of you, just jump and push that over the bar. She completely misjudged it. I think that's poor goalkeeping, personally. And she's done so well, Anik Borber, as well. Let's hope it doesn't affect her confidence too much, because I think she's been playing so well, but that was poor. You have to say that was poor. Anyway, Arsenal trying to come forward. It wasn't a good ball, actually, there. Given away. Was that Beth Mead that time? And now Chelsea can try and come forward again. But good play in midfield there for Mariona. And then Taylor Hines is fouled by Erin Cuthbert. And Arsenal will get a free kick. And it maybe relieve some of the pressure a little bit, because we have been under some real pressure here in the second half, the last 10, 15 minutes or so. And it was a foul there by Erin Cuthbert on Taylor Hines. And Arsenal will get themselves a free kick. We just need to get our foot on the ball a bit, don't we? Keep a bit of possession, because we've not really had the ball, have we, for the last 10 or 15 minutes or 10 minutes. And in the end, it's cost us that goal. And the momentum of the tie slightly shifted now, hasn't it? Chelsea had built up a little bit of pressure just before the goal anyway. And now they've got the goal. That's going to be increased even more. I mean, that looked like a foul, but I think the referee will allow an advantage because Leslie Russo's got the ball now. Beth Mead plays it out to Emily Fox over on that far side. Emily Fox cuts in field, does really well. Emily Fox thought about a shot, thought better of it. Foul Mariona instead. That's a nice ball back into Emily Fox and Mariona again. Now Taylor Hines. This is better from Arsenal. Leslie Russo inside the box, tried to turn away like she did earlier on, but she wasn't able to do it on that occasion. Lauren James now can bring the ball forward, and then she's fouled, and it's going to be a free kick to Chelsea. Now this game into the last 20 minutes, it's starting to look a little bit more tense now, isn't it, for Arsenal? You have to say that goal from Lauren James has, I'll say, the momentum slightly shifted now back in Chelsea's favour. But we do still have the advantage. And before the game, I think we'd all have took a 1-goal lead back to Stamford Bridge, wouldn't we? So let's not worry too much for now. But we need to make sure that we don't concede another one, because that would be a disaster. Anyway, Chelsea coming forward again over on that far side. And Arsenal do force them back. Buchanan plays it to Borman. And maybe Chelsea's change of shape has made a difference. Because they didn't really look like scoring before that, did they? And to be fair, you know, it was a goal out of nothing, really, I suppose. But even so, it's the sort of thing when you're managing, you make a change like that, you change the shape of your team, and then it plays off because you get a goal back. You're going to take the credit, aren't you? Anyway, Frida Marnham's about to come on for Arsenal. On Saturday, she missed the game very rarely. You know, she doesn't miss many games. She's only missed about 3 or 4 in the whole Arsenal career. So it's unusual for her not to play. And she's going to come on and play in this game now. And Arsenal just lost the ball in midfield, but just won it back with Mariona. Now, can we get the counter-attack ball played over the top? Steen hasn't had much to run at in the second half. She's got the ball now on that far side, faced up by Berman, plays it back to Emily Fox, just inside the penalty over on that far side. Emily Fox twisting and turning, trying to find angle for a cross. Instead, just to come backwards to Lotta Wubben-Moy. And then she's fouled. And this is a very similar position to where we got the goal from in the first half. And that was Lauren James with that foul there on Lotta Wubben-Moy. See, that's a bit clumsy, that, from Lauren James, isn't it? She didn't really need to make that foul then. You can't go around pushing people in the back like that, especially when there was no need to. She was never going to win the ball. You've just got to try and just jockey the player back. You don't have to get involved like that. And I say this is a very similar position to that Arsenal scored the first goal. And this would be the perfect time to get the third goal, wouldn't it? It's almost it's a little slightly further out, this free kick, than that one in the first half. But very, very similar position over on that right-hand side. Yeah, it is a bit further out. It's about 4 or 5 yards further out, but the delivery can be just as good again from Katie McCabe, and who knows, maybe this could be the third goal, which would make a massive, massive difference to this game again. Katie McCabe's ball, it is another good one. It's half cleared away, still bobbling around inside the penalty, and Chelsea managed to scramble it away. It's recycled back in by Lotta, but it's not a great ball. And in the end, Hannah Hampton comes and claims it. Good ball again, though, from Katie McCabe. Caused a bit of panic there in the Chelsea defence. And in the end, they got away with that one. They did get away with that one. And now they're trying to come forward over on that far side with Sandy Baltimore. She's run a long way with the ball. She's run a really long way with the ball inside the Arsenal penalty area. Tried a shot, it was blocked in the second shot. And Anik Balba has got her body behind that one. So that was an enterprising run, wasn't it? John says time for Holmberg yet. Well, looks like it's going to be Frida Marnham first. But the substitution hasn't happened yet, actually. Anyway, Arsenal now trying to break clear. Leslie Russo it is. Plays the ball out to that far side. It's a good ball. Beth Mead. We've got some players forward here. Livy Smith, Stina Blackstenius. It's a good ball into. Oh, looking for Stina. Good defensive header, though, from Berman. And Hannah Hampton comes out and collects it. That was decent ball out from Beth Mead, actually. And in the end, good defending there from Berman, who's had a decent game for Chelsea. She'll be quite disappointed her goal was disallowed in the first half, particularly now. What a difference that could have made to the scoreline. Of course, there's still time left for Chelsea to maybe get a goal back and make it 2-2, and that would be a good result for Chelsea, wouldn't it? Anyway, that long ball forward is going to come to Annick Borba. And she's put Lotta under a bit of pressure there. Katie McCabe's under a bit of pressure there, but she's done well. Now Taylor Hines plays it forward to Mariona Caldente. Oh, that's not a great ball again, though. Is looking for Leslie Russo. It might fall here, though, for Livy Smith, but not quite. And it gets back to the goalkeeper, Hannah Hampton, who's outside her area. Big 15 minutes to come here at the Emirates. Champions League quarter-final, first leg, Arsenal 2, Chelsea 1. And there is still, say, 15 minutes of this first leg to play. Arsenal desperately trying to hang on to this advantage. Actually, now the ball's broken here for Stina. She's got options both sides. A lovely ball in to Leslie Russo. Oh, she scored! That's a brilliant finish. And surely that's going to be Arsenal in the quarter-final. What a goal that is. Leslie Russo fired it in. That's a brilliant finish. Great play, actually, from Stina Blackstenius as well. And Arsenal now have restored that 2-goal lead. What a finish that is, by the way. I mean, the ball broke kindly for Stina. She had a couple of options there. Took her time, picked the right ball. Leslie Russo, one touch and bang. That is a great, great finish. And that is why she is one of the greatest players in the world. Leslie Russo there. And lovely ball from Stina, you have to say. And what a finish that is. Wow, that is incredible. That is brilliant stuff from Leslie Russo. John says, get in. That's 3 out of my 4. It is. Maybe we will get the 4-1 you said. I mean, Greg said 3-1, didn't he? So maybe he'd be right. But that was brilliant stuff. Brilliant play from Arsenal. And that is why you play Stina and Leslie together, because that is what they can do. That is what they can do. Combining well there. A goal and an assist for Stina tonight. A goal for Leslie. What more do you want? And it is 3-1 now to Arsenal. And wow, that was just what the doctor ordered, wasn't it? Especially as it was getting a little bit tense, wasn't it? Let's be honest, it was getting a little bit tense. John says one more indeed. Yeah, one more goal. To be honest with you, I'll settle for this. And Arsenal now making a couple of substitutions. It is Holmberg coming on. Stina's going off. What a great performance from Stina tonight. A goal and an assist for her. Another big game for Stina in a big game. So Frida Marnham's coming on. And it looks like she'll be playing in number 10. Beth Mead's going off for Holmberg. So Holmberg's maybe going to play slightly further forward, which I like because her crosses are just mental. And suddenly this game might open up now. Chelsea are going to have to maybe throw a few more bodies forward. And now we've got the players on the pitch to really take advantage of it. Anyway, Arsenal won a free kick just inside the Arsenal half. And Leslie Russo there did really well. And that's a long ball played forward. And Smilla Holmberg is straight after it, putting Baltimore under pressure. You got to love Holmberg. She's absolutely brilliant, isn't she? Fearless. You know, she's 21 years old. Just come into a team like Arsenal, and she's been absolutely brilliant. Oh, Chelsea just giving the ball away. Mariona, can Arsenal make them pay? Goes wide to Smilla Holmberg. She won't be frightened to go around the outside and do a cross. She does. Fires it in and then into the side netting. John says, yeah, I think Holmberg is going to frighten their defence. I think she's going to frighten everybody. You know, when she's running at you know about it, don't you? She's got so much pace and power. Such a good player. What a great signing that she has proved to be. Incredible. What a player. And she's still so young and got such a big future ahead of her. And I think we're lucky to have her, actually. And I do prefer her playing higher up the pitch, because the way she'll go past the defender and put a cross in is just it's what you need, isn't it? Let's be honest, it is what you need. And it's great to watch, like an old-fashioned winger style that you don't often get in football these days. And Smilla Holmberg is definitely a throwback to those days, isn't she? Brilliant, brilliant player. Into the last 11 minutes here at the Emirates, and Arsenal back in control of this tie. We were saying the momentum was shifting back to Chelsea, and it was. But now it's gone back in Arsenal's favour. That brilliant goal from Leslie Russo. But Chelsea haven't given up on this yet. Indeed, they won't. Ryan says, she's 19. You're right. Sorry, that's my mistake. You're right. She's 19 because she's the same age as Katie Reid. You're absolutely right. And she's a brilliant player. And Chelsea now trying to come forward and have won a corner over on that far side. Mariona it was with her defensive work. She's worked so hard tonight, Mariona, you have to say. Absolutely brilliant. In fact, everybody in the Arsenal team's worked hard tonight. They really have. It's been a really good team performance, I think. You know, we've had to overcome some difficulties in the game, some pressure from Chelsea, and we've looked really dangerous on the attack as well. This corner comes in from Baltimore towards the near post, headed away, and then cleared away again by Livy Smith that time. Anyway, Chelsea still in possession there, and Lauren James trying to go for goal like she did before. It strikes Katie McCabe, I think it was. And, well, most players would have probably had to go down and have treatment. Katie McCabe just gets up, not bothered. She certainly took that one on the side of the head, I think it was. Actually, it was on the shoulder more than anything. But anyway, it was... most players would have felt that a lot more than Katie McCabe. As cross comes in from Chelsea over on that far side. Good defensive header there from Taylor Hines. Lucy Bronze whips it back in again. And again, Arsenal defend it pretty well. Mariona can complete the clearance. Looking for Freedom on. I mean, one thing Freedom will do is work hard up there. In fact, that was Freedom on, yeah. One thing Freedom will do, she'll work hard for you. And that's what we need at this point in the game with 10 minutes to play, less than 10 minutes to play. And it is Arsenal 3, Chelsea 1, and that would be a fantastic lead to take back to Stamford Bridge next Wednesday. What will be a very, very exciting game, I'm sure. Anyway, Lucy Bronze now looking to try and get Chelsea back in it. That's a poor ball. And it just goes into the side netting. Anik ball, we just let it go. And that was a good position there for Lucy Bronze to maybe get a ball into the box. That was a really poor effort, actually. Really poor ball. Looking for the run of Wright in Canary, but she was never going to get there. So can Arsenal hang on to this 2-goal lead this time? So Erin Cuthbert's now going off. Gives the armband to Kira Walsh. And Chelsea making another change. And it's going to be Vika Kaptan coming on for Chelsea. In midfield, maybe just give them a little bit more energy for the final few minutes here to see if they can pull a goal back. Even one goal back could make a big difference. We know that, they know that. But of course, if we can get that 4th goal that John's been on about all night, then that would be really cool, wouldn't it? Let's be honest. And if we're going to get one, you do feel as though Smella Holmberg might have something to do with it, one way or the other. Anyway, that ball's got out for a throw to Chelsea. I think it was Olivia Smith who's 21, isn't it? I think I got their ages confused. And obviously Smella is 19, yeah. Anyway, Chelsea now trying to come forward. The one thing you know about Chelsea is they're not going to give this up, are they? They are not going to give this up without a fight, put it that way. So we need to be on our game and defend right away. Leslie Russo drops deep to pick this up. Oh, tries to play it up the line to Livy Smith, but it's gone out. Liv's not really got in this game, has she, since she's come on, unfortunately. She's not had an opportunity to really get in the game. It's just not quite worked for her so far. She's not really had the ball, actually, let's be honest. She's not really got on the ball at all. Which is a shame because we know the quality that she's got. And obviously, if she can get on the ball in and around the Chelsea penalty area, then it could be opportunity for us to get that 4th goal, which she hasn't been in the game at all, has she? Quite frustrating for her, I'm sure, but no one will mind too much if we see this game out with a 3-1 lead to take to that second leg, which really would be a massive advantage. Bear in mind, the Australians will be back next week probably for us and for them. So could be 1 or 2 changes. But anyway, Arsenal now just defending. Long ball hoofed forward. Leslie Russo does quite well. But again, Chelsea are picking up a lot of second balls again. They did this, didn't they, earlier in the second half before they got their goal. And they're doing it again. A lot of possession and Arsenal just chasing shadows a little bit at the moment. But we are keeping a pretty good defensive shape off the ball. Anyway, Lauren James now cutting in from this near side. Goes on one of those traditional little mazy runs of her. She's still got the ball, actually. Whips in across. It's deflected off Taylor Hines. It will be a corner to Chelsea. Sometimes Lauren James looks as though she's just so laid back and she almost just glides past people like she's not bothered. Makes it look so easy. And it is, of course, was her goal that raised Chelsea's hopes for a while in the second half. And they've got a corner, so they might fancy their chances of getting another goal back here. Again, it's Sandy Baltimore, flat corner cleared away. And Arsenal now looking for a breakaway. Mariona, and that's a good ball actually to Holmberg over on that far side. And Holmberg gets there. She's going to run like she does, just run and run and run with that ball. She's such an exciting player to watch, isn't she? Fantastic. Brilliant stuff. We've got JW says, hi, mate, it's been a while since I've been in the chat. Hope you're good. It's a shame the game's on Disney Plus. How are we playing? Scoreline looks good at least. Now we've been playing pretty well. It's been a strange game in many ways. Chelsea at the post twice in the first half, had a goal disallowed. We've took our chances. That's been the key in this game. We haven't had too many of them, but the ones that we've had, we've been really clinical, and that's been the difference. And we've defended well for the most part as well. You have to say we've defended pretty well. So it's been a decent Arsenal performance. I mean, yeah, some people might look at it and say, you know, Chelsea have maybe had more of the ball, probably had better chances in the game. But that's not what football's always about, is it? It's about taking your chances. And we've done that. We've been really clinical in front of goal in this game. We've got the 3 goals, and yeah, there's still time maybe for one more, which would be nice, wouldn't it? But yeah, I mean, it's just come up there. Chelsea got to have had more possession in the game, and yeah, they have. But football's not about possession, is it? It's about sticking that ball in the net. It's about chances and taking them. And Chelsea haven't taken enough of theirs, and we've taken pretty much all of ours. You know, some great finishes. Chloe Kelly's was a brilliant finish. The first goal from Stina was a great header. And, of course, Leslie's goal was fantastic, the third one. Anyway, Chelsea coming forward now with Wright and Cannerid on this near side. Can she get across? And she does. It's not a bad ball. Again, though, brilliant defending from... Oh, that was actually Emily Fox. I thought it was Lotta Woburn. What is actually Emily Fox? Did really well there. And Chelsea have got a free kick. It was Leslie Russo there fouling Borman. And again, Chelsea trying to put a cross in. But again, it's defended well by Arsenal. That was Taylor Hines getting herself in a bit of a mess on this near side. Actually, she's done well to get out of that and actually managed to win a throw as well. John says, I want my 4th. Well, no, we all want your 4th goal, John. We do. But as things stand at the moment, I think I would be fairly happy if it finishes 3-1. I've got to be honest. I would take that all day long. I would have took it at the start. And I'll certainly take it now. But of course, a fourth goal would be fantastic, let's be honest. And that would make the second leg, while not quite a formality, it would certainly make life a lot easier, wouldn't it, next week? You know, 3-1's a decent lead to take there, but if they score an early goal, then, you know, it could be a very, very long night for us, couldn't it? Anyway, let's see. We still might get the 4th goal yet. Mariona's in possession. Oh, she's given the ball away. Can't afford to do that at this late stage of this game. She's worked hard, though, to try and win it back. Lauren James, again, tries an effort from distance, and Borba made a bit of a meal of that, to be fair. She's managed to keep it out, went down to her right-hand side and pushed it around the post, but she maybe made that look more difficult than it was. I mean, it was a decent effort from Lauren James. It was low this time, and it was going into that far corner, but again, bounced in front of the keeper. Actually, maybe I was a bit harsh on her there. That's not a bad save, actually. It did bounce in front of her. Could have been a lot more tricky for her on a wet pitch. She actually did pretty well to keep that out, so we'll give her credit for that. It looked a little bit awkward, and it looked like she made a bit of a meal of it, but she did keep it out, and at the end of the day, that's what matters. And it is a corner now to Chelsea, which Lauren James is going to take. We're into the last minute of normal time. There'll be a bit of stoppage time. There's been some substitutions. 1 or 2 other stoppages, but not a lot. I would say, again, maybe 4 minutes like there was in the first half. Can Arsenal hang on? Anyway, they've got to defend this corner. Lauren James whips it in towards the penalty spot. Header comes in, and it's straight into the arms of Anik Borman there. That was Borman again. Oh, no, that was Nuskin, sorry, with that header. And comfortable save in the end for Anik Borba, who's maybe... Yeah, there's a couple of saves there. Quick succession maybe makes up for a mistake for the goal. Well, that was a good strike. John says, get him on the break. Yeah, maybe we will, but we need to get the ball first. We just haven't. Again, this is like the spell that led to their goal, isn't it? We just couldn't get the ball, and in the end, they did get the goal back, and now they're coming forward again over on that far side, but good defending there from Emily Fox. Another player who's had a decent game. They've all played well tonight. And we're into the last minute. Well, we're actually at the 90 minutes now. We're just about to find out how much stoppage time there will be and see how long Arsenal have got to hang on to this 2-goal advantage to take away to Stamford Bridge next week. 3 minutes. That's even better, isn't it? I was thinking 4. I'll take 3 minutes, I've got to be honest. With Chelsea now on the attack again. Can a cross come in? Good defending again. Was that Lotta again? She's been brilliant, Lotta, tonight, actually. Well done, Lotta. Brilliant. Another great performance from her. And she did well there to stop that cross from Newskin. It will be another corner. And again, they did score their goal from a half-cleared corner. And it's going to be Lauren James with it this time. So it's unlikely to be her that's going to score. And they caused us a few problems from that last corner, didn't they? We played nearly a minute of the free of stoppage time at the end of this first leg. These are crucial minutes, these actually. Lauren James's corner's whipped in again, all the way through. And Chelsea have bundled the ball in, and I don't think it's going to count. Has to be a foul on the goalkeeper, surely. Has to be a foul on the goalkeeper. And Alec Balber is now lying strewn inside the goal net. And I don't think this goal is going to count. I'm sure VAR won't be so controversial, this one being ruled out. Buchanan just pushed her over. I mean, to be fair, she was a little bit weak there, the goalkeeper, to be fair. But that's clearly a foul. And there's no doubt about that one. The first goal Chelsea had disallowed was maybe a bit harsh, you have to say. But that one, I don't think there's too much doubt about that. That is clearly a foul on the goalkeeper. Although the ball's maybe going in anyway. But anyway, it's definitely a foul, isn't it? And again, we've struggled a little bit from corners. That has been one of our weaknesses, hasn't it? Anyway, this season. And they almost scored another goal from a corner. Anyway, and Nick Balber is now getting some treatment inside the goal. And it's going to add a few more minutes on at the end, though, isn't it? That's the only downside. We were getting quite close to the final whistle. And Sonia Bonpasta doesn't look very happy, does she? Just kicked the bottle there. She can't really have too many complaints about that one being disallowed, surely. I mean, the first one, yes, I have a little bit of sympathy. Not that we get any sympathy for Chelsea, really, because we don't care. But you could understand them being upset about that first disallowed goal, but not that one. You can't go and kick the goalkeeper in the chest like that and expect to get away with it, can you? So that one clearly was a foul. It is a free kick to Arsenal. Technically, we've got 90 seconds of stoppage time left, but we won't have. Vicky Palova is going to come on for these last couple of minutes in place of Mariona, who's literally covered every single blade of grass on the pitch tonight and has been quite magnificent. She seems to come alive in the Champions League, doesn't she, Mariona? It's her competition, and she's done everything she can tonight to ensure that we go through to another semi-final. There is still, of course, a second leg to come, but Mariona was quite magnificent tonight, and Vicky Palova's coming on maybe slightly more defensively minded, just to see this game out. Technically, there's the 3 minutes are up, but there's going to be at least 2 more you would expect in the aftermath of that disallowed Chelsea goal. And Nick Balber's going to take this free kick and go long. We want to get the ball in the Chelsea half and keep it there for the next couple of minutes, don't we? And it is in the Chelsea half now, but Chelsea are going to get the ball. That's a poor ball forward, actually. Was that Buchanan again? She's a very erratic player, isn't she? Khadisha Buchanan. It was her goal just a moment ago, but clearly was a foul. And we just now, whatever the referee's going to add on, I still think there's a minute and a half left, potentially. We've got a throw on this near side. Taylor Hines with it. In no particular rush to take it, are we? Or actually, she gave it straight back to Chelsea. Not ideal, that, was it? But she does manage to win the ball back, or wins a tackle. But it is a throw to Chelsea. That's a bit of a waste, that, actually. We've got to keep the ball when we get it, haven't we? We've got to keep the ball. Anyway, Chelsea's throw, and that is a handball, I believe. It's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. Lauren James claims she was pushed there, but I don't think she was. Katie McCabe was not very impressed. And it is going to be it was handball. It's a free kick to Arsenal. That will do us, won't it? That will do us nicely. And we've played 4.5 minutes of the free of stoppage time, but I'll say we expected there to be a bit more. I think we're in the last knockings of this game now. Katie McCabe whacks his free kick deep into the Chelsea half. And Chelsea do manage to get it away, but not for long. Liv plays it forward to Leslie Russo. Are we going to get one chance here maybe for the fourth goal? It's going to be Smella Holmberg. She's going to go around the outside and cross it. That's what she always does. And that's deflected behind. It's going to be a corner to Arsenal, and that will do us nicely. That will do us nicely. Well done, Smilla Holmberg again. You know what she's going to do? She's just going to get the ball, get her head down and run. And that's what she did there. And in the end, the cross was deflected. It went off the corner flag and went for a corner rather than a throw. And this will probably be the last action of this game. And what a time it would be to get that fourth goal. Katie McCabe's going to come across to take this corner. And the wind is swirling around the Emirates. It has made it difficult at times to defend set pieces. But we've got one more set piece here. See if we can get this fourth goal to really, really put the seal on what's been a really good night for Arsenal so far in the Champions League. Another good Champions League night for Arsenal. We've had a few, haven't we, in the last couple of years. Anyway, this corner is going to come in from Katie McCabe. It's whipped into the edge of the 6-yard box. Header comes in at the far post. And it's Leslie Russo. It's still inside the penalty area. Russo pulls it across. Oh, Lotta couldn't quite get on the end of it. Would have been great for Lotta to get a goal because she's been brilliant. And we're still playing on, are we? Lotta's looks a little bit frustrated there. She didn't get on the end of that cross. Brilliant play from Leslie Russo again. And Arsenal now have a throw. In fact, is that it? No, it's going to have to be taken again. But Arsenal do have a throw on this near side. We played 6 minutes after that. Only 3 was added on. There was that injury there, of course, to Anik Borba. But surely this will be it now. The throw. And there it is. It's all over. And Arsenal will be taking a 2-goal lead back to Stamford Bridge next week. Is it an unassailable lead? No, it's not. But it's a really good lead to have. And Chelsea are going to have to work really hard next week to turn that around. It maybe wasn't a fantastic Arsenal performance. I thought we looked solid for most of the game. I thought we looked a good team. We had good shape off the ball. And we took our chances. We were clinical in front of goal. And that's made the difference in the end. It was Steena's goal after, 21 minutes, headed in a free kick from Katie McCabe. That was after Chelsea had twice hit the post in the early stages through Thompson and Lauren James. It was then 2-0 about half an hour into the game, wasn't it? A good finish from Chloe Kelly from 25 yards. A difficult shot for the goalkeeper off the wet surface, and it bounced in. Good finish, 2-0. Maybe the turning point was a goal disallowed just before half-time when Borman headed in from close range. A foul was given against Leia Cadena, which I'm not sure that was a foul, but we'll take it. Chelsea did get a goal back in the second half, midway through. Lauren James from distance. Maybe Borba should have done better with that. But we managed to seal it 10 minutes later, 15 minutes to go. Leslie Russo, found by Stina Blackstenius, a brilliant first touch, fired into the bottom corner. And 3-1 is pretty much that. Yes, Chelsea had another goal disallowed late on. Clearly a foul on goalkeeper Borba when Buchanan forced the ball home. But you have to say that's a decent result for Arsenal. And we maybe tactically got that right. I think it wasn't a brilliant, free-flowing, fantastic football performance. No, but it didn't need to be. All we needed to do was win the game, and we have won the game. Wolfsburg have won the other quarter-final first leg, 1-0 at home to Lyon. So we were saying it would be Lyon in the semi-final. Well, Wolfsburg are taking the lead over there for next week. So that'll be interesting, wouldn't it? And of course, tomorrow it's Real Madrid against Barcelona and Manchester United against Bayern Munich. Some interesting games there, isn't there? John says there, a very good result. I think we can beat them at their place too. They just aren't what they were last year, and we are back on form. Yeah, no, I agree. We can certainly beat them over there, but I think it's going to be tough. Coffee says there, great win. Thanks for the commentary. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, all of you, for joining us. Ryan says, nice, really playing well at the Emirates, making it a fortress. Yeah, we are. We don't lose too many, do we, at home at all? In fact, we haven't lost at the Emirates all season, have we? Only 2 home defeats were both at Meadow Park, both in the Cups as well. So, yeah, really good stuff there. Agneta says there, hurrah, 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 indeed. 3 hurrahs for 3 goals. Agneta says there, bye and thanks from Sweden. Yeah, we will see you very soon. Home for Stina, indeed. And Stina was a key player tonight, wasn't she? As she generally is. As she generally is in the big games. She got the first goal, got the assist for the third. and Arsenal have got a 2-goal lead to take next week to Stamford Bridge. I say it's not an unassailable lead, of course not, but it's a good lead to have, isn't it? And I'm sure we'd all have took that before the start. The way the game went as well, we rode our luck a bit of time, didn't we? The 2 shot efforts off the post from Chelsea, the 2 disallowed goals from Chelsea. One clearly disallowed, that should have been disallowed. The other one maybe a bit fortunate, but we got the job done in the end. Really, really happy with that. Clinical stuff from Arsenal, and yeah, next week's going to be good, isn't it? It is going to be a good one. So you definitely want to make sure you join us for that one. Don't forget, of course, Friday we'll be back with the show. Andreas, of course, is staying in London, isn't he? He's got a long week in London for him. Lots of stuff he's getting up to. Of course, look out for his vlog. I'll probably try and get that on the channel tomorrow for you. There's going to be some good stuff there, I'm sure. And of course, Friday we'll be back 7:30 with the show, looking back on the win over West Ham. Good performance there. Obviously, the win here against Chelsea, and looking ahead, of course, to the second leg, and of course the WSL at the weekend as well. It's all happening at the minute, isn't it? Actually, will we play? There's so much going on with the channel. It's the North London Derby, of course it is. What am I thinking? The North London Derby at the weekend. So it's all happening, isn't it? So join us on Friday for that. Thank you very, very much, everyone, for joining us tonight. Thank you for all your comments. Please like, share, and subscribe, of course, as well, before we go. But yeah, good performance from Arsenal tonight. It's finished Arsenal 3, Chelsea 1. Stina Blackstenius, Chloe Kelly, and Leslie Russo with the 3 goals for Arsenal. Lauren James with 1 back for Chelsea in between. But Arsenal have a good cushion to take to Stamford Bridge next week. It's going to be good. It's going to be tense. It's going to be exciting. And Arsenal are on the brink of another Champions League semi-final. Let's finish the job next week, and it's going to be good. John says, thanks for it. See you next time. Indeed. You almost got the score right, my friend, but we'll take 3-1. Greg was right tonight, so we'll have to give Greg credit on Friday's show for getting the score right tonight, and hopefully it's enough to put us in to the semi-final. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you on Friday with Andreas live from London. See you soon, guys. Come on, you Gunners. Brilliant tonight. Take it easy.